Welcome back, stoners and DnD Gamers. We are Magical Muncheez, and if you ever tell me that you love me, don't expect me to not immediately move into your walls, put a tracker on you, and start following you everywhere you go, and monitor your breathing and heartbeat, because if you did mind that, you didn't love me at all. E, your DM for the evening.
Why is
Now
that
let's go
me
ahead and
as
meet-
fuck?
Let's go ahead and meet our gaming smokers. I fucking froze. No, let's go ahead and meet our gaming smokers, starting with Moon.
That was me as fuck. Like, if I could have had an intro, like, Pookie, let me just listen to your heartbeat while you're sleeping and monitor your breathing.
I'm just showing you I care.
When he's like, I wish you were here to shower with me, but I'm already hiding in his shower.
Let me be your little parasite and live in your skin.
I'll be playing as Azaria Atticus, chaotic drow, who is in a triangle thing at the moment.
Wonderful. Next we have the lovely Blue.
Hi, I'm Blue. I'm playing Balfarin, the I was gonna say pimp elf, but we're not there yet. Playing Balfarin, a nice sun elf.
Thank you for letting us know her trajectory.
Pimpin'.
Not there yet.
Pimpin', not simpin'.
Next we have the wonderful Bunny.
I'm playing as Enid Pierce, a tiefling monk who decided to touch a door that they should not have touched. Nope. It's okay. We're good. It's okay.
Now everybody's Pookie Wookie Bear, Zom.
I'm Sob. I'm playing Sir Bob, the nervous frog.
Ruben.
Ribbit.
Yeah, nervous ribbit.
Yeah, no, I get it. He is pretty nervous. Before we continue our wonderful summer campaign, University of Carmarthen, I'd like to cover some triggering warnings our campaign may cause to our more sensitive listeners and viewers. Please keep in mind this campaign will contain the following: gore, mutilation, sexual activities, drug use, abuse of all forms, psychological distress, body horror, possible animal harm, swearing, a whole lot of swearing, and remember that our campaigns are rated R and intended for an adult audience or parental approval. This campaign is a horror comedy campaign, because horror campaigns is the only kind that I can do. Watch and listen with discretion. How's everybody's week? Well, last 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since we've seen each other.
It's been fucking busy.
Had to work.
Good. Hot.
Been
It
working.
has been fucking hot. It's been like close to the 90s over here, and I don't know if you could tell,
Ooh,
but
yeah,
I'm
it's
not
been
as
hot
tasty.
here too. It's been cooking. Like, if we sleep without the AC on, then we're waking up and our balls are sweating. I ain't got balls, but they sweating.
I normally can't sleep without a blanket and stuff, but I don't need a blanket. It's hot.
It's too hot.
Goodness. Die of a heat stroke under a weighted blanket for real.
Alright.
Alright,
Facts.
where we last left off in our campaign, we had a little bit of a situation where not just one of you guys, but all of you guys have found yourself in a somewhat serious situation, whether you were curious enough to go to the scary, spooky house by the lake, only to have visions of yourself being murdered there, or you're in one of the coolest nightclubs underneath this radio station, or you're under one of these, a really cool nightclub under the radio station, and you witness somebody getting kidnapped. or you find yourself walking for miles and hours into the dense forest until you find yourself in what looks to be some kind of trap, but also some weird, horrific art piece. Or you were unlucky enough or dumb enough to lockpick a very unusual door.
Not you calling me dumb.
I call you dumb. I called Enid dumb.
Oh wait, you're right. Different bitches. We're different.
Different bitches. Different bitches.
Motherfucker.
Where we last left off with everybody, Enid was currently being absorbed, almost swallowed by the door arm first. We have, I just forgot everybody's names. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. I smoked a little too much. Magical munchies and whatnot.
You're doing great.
I think, where we have, Azaria, who was on your way back home after hearing the cryptid, information from Geldul about how you are speaking nonsense like Ian Morn. And yet these guys don't remember the horrific lake house that you guys experienced together. Or you're following a kidnapper and you end up coming into the courtyard at the same time. We have two grungs entering the courtyard, all of which can hear somebody yelling for help from the sorority house. And Belfren, you were warned, or more like gossiped to, about how somebody could be getting murdered at the sorority house by your university counselor, who couldn't give two fucks. Who would like to start us off for the evening? If y'all don't choose, I'll choose.
Ooh, I'm just doing something for the Twitch right now. I'm just trying to add the...
You want to know if
Sign
I
in.
die? I kind of want to know if I die.
We can roll initiative.
Yeah, let's go ahead and roll initiative then.
Okay.
An 18.
Ooh.
Okay.
Sick.
Okay. Ooh. I got an
I got a
11.
9.
I got an 11.
Oh goodness. Alright, so Sir Bob, you are starting us off. I could have sworn I said that you were starting us off before we even started playing the session, and look at us, you starting us off. My joke turned out to be true.
It's those 4+ to initiative.
Yeah, alright, jinxed ya.
Yeah.
Alright. So as you are half carrying, half dragging Froglina with you, you make it into the courtyard. Around the same time, you see Belfren, who looks spooked and looks to be looking for somebody, also enter the courtyard. And you watch as Belfren beelines to the orchestra hall, but not being able to get inside. You know the orchestra hall. You were recently in there. By recently, I mean earlier today. And you see that the door is now shut, but there is some weird red glow coming from it, similar to the red glow that beckoned you into the forest.
Ooh, I wanna I want to do an Arcana check again. Because I don't think I did that last time.
Yeah. Let's do an Arcana.
And that's a 4. No.
I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh yeah. That's an 8.
You are filled with an immobile fear, and you are currently paralyzed in your position. You are taking you're taking 6 psychic damage. As you don't know what this power comes from, or what it is, or who casted it. You don't know anything about it except for that it is the most horrific thing you've ever seen in your short time span, because grunts don't live too long. Is there anything else that you would like to do before we switch over to Belfrin, who is currently at said door?
Oh, I can't do much if I'm frozen in air, so
Yeah.
I'm just standing there. My frog legs are shaking or whatever.
Ugly. In my brain, I can hear like the little cartoon rattling
Yeah.
of the Courage Cowardly Dog legs. Belfriend, behind you, you can hear the wet footsteps on pavement, and you saw the 2 grungs enter the courtyard as you ran over to the door, chasing the kidnapper who went beyond that door. And you are looking upon the door, and it just looks like an ordinary orchestra hall door. The police tape has been ripped on it, but other than the red glowing light that comes from the cracks in the door, it just looks like an ordinary door.
Can I peek through the crack? Is there like
You
a keyhole for
can
me to peek through?
absolutely, yeah, you can absolutely peek through the cracks. Would you rather peek through the cracks, which would give you a disadvantage because cracks are tiny, or would you rather peep through the keyhole, which would not give you a disadvantage? I want to give you the
keyhole.
options. Okay.
Is that
So it's going to be an investigation,
Okay.
and you're going to be wanting to be a DC 15.
I got her 12.
When you look through the peephole, you just see an orchestra hall. You can see the receptionist desk. You can see the trophies. It looks nothing like the area that Azaria and Sir Bob went into before. There's no stairs leading down. There is just this building, and it looks empty. It hasn't looked used in a while, but there's no signs of anybody being in there.
Okay. This is the same door that the kidnapper went through?
Yes.
What kind of handle is it? For doorknob?
It is those like horizontal handles that you can pull down.
I'm gonna use my mage hand to just see if the door is already unlocked.
Absolutely. The door is locked. Your mage hand rattles against the door.
Okay. Since I guess it's a normal door. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna see if I have a thing to lockpick it. I don't think I do.
You can roll Arcana if you want, but so far, just from the investigation, it seems like a normal door.
Yeah, player me wants to roll an Arcana, but Balfrin, she thinks it's a normal fucking door, so...
You gotta do what you gotta do. Inspiration for
Yep.
sticking with your character.
Oh, I'm trying to see if I have fucking... Thieves' Tools have pick in it, right? Lockpick?
Yeah.
Thieves' Tools? Okay, bet. She's gonna try and lockpick the door with her Thieves' Tool. Her Thieves' Tool. Do I need a sleight of hand for that? To lockpick the door?
Yeah, so it would be sleight of hand.
Okay. Lord, I got a 9. These rolls, it's just not popping today.
That's okay. I was already writing down in my DM notes that you were unlocking the door.
I have a question.
Yes.
If you cast Mage Hand, do you need to be able to see where the Mage Hand is casted?
Yes.
So theoretically, if someone were to look through the door, you could cast Mage Hand on the other side.
Theoretically, but Belfrin doesn't know. Well, Belfrin's investigation was so low, but Blue, the player, wouldn't know if what Belfrin is looking at is real or not. But
And I just think it's
I'm
really
just
bad.
asking.
D&D wise, like world wise, yeah, that would be something
just
that you'd be
hit
able to
me
do.
that like okay.
I'm assuming that 9 was unsuccessful.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm writing. I'm a slow writer.
Okay, but.
As you are trying to lockpick the door, you can feel what could only be explained as splinters beginning to spread from your bones out through your body, and you watch as you are becoming wooden.
Oh, Lord!
So, Bob, you are watching Belfrin slowly become a wooden, you're a high elf, aren't you?
Yeah,
No.
Sun Elf.
Yes, sun elf. Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to get the elf correct, because we don't mess around with the races over here. You watch as this sun elf begins to turn the same dark brown hue as the door before you can see the spirals of wood carvings begin to spread on her skin before she is slowly moved closer to the door, and then you watch as she becomes the door before disappearing altogether. Separately, we have Enid, who is currently being absorbed by the door, and you watch as another door across from you on the same hall spits out Belfrin. You are now currently on the 3rd floor hall of the sorority house. And you can see Enid currently being absorbed by the golden door.
Didn't they cut their arm off so that they wouldn't be touching it anymore?
We were
Blacked out.
gonna. Yeah, we were gonna, but Enid. Yeah.
Rolled too low. It's okay.
Okay, wait. So, because you blacked out, right? So, like, is Enid just over there, just like bleeding out, getting sucked or absorbed?
Because the cuts happened. Don't get me wrong, the cuts did happen, but Enid did not finish.
Do a bitch a favor.
Yeah.
Do a bitch a favor.
You just cut it off.
Yeah.
Oh my
Belfrin's
god.
gotta get there
You
first.
see
She's
how
gotta get there first. Okay.
You can hear the sorority music bumping from downstairs, but you can also hear what sounds to be 2 separate footsteps who sound as if they're moving quickly, going through the halls and opening each door and slamming it closed.
Okay. Is there... Okay, are we like in a bedroom?
No, you're in a
Or something?
hallway. You're on the
Okay, we're in
3rd
a
floor
hallway.
hallway.
Is there anything... is there anything loose in the hallway, like a lamp, a picture, something?
Yeah,
I
there's
could
like some
pick up?
stuff hanging up. There is a cheerleading trophy that's hanging on the wall. There are a couple picture frames of all the sorority girls in various different group posed photos.
Okay, I'm going to grab the
There are also
closest.
3 bedrooms on that hall as well, and 1 bathroom. And one of those rooms is Lilke's.
Okay. I'm gonna grab whatever picture frame is closest to me, and
Okay.
I want to imbue it with. I'm just gonna have like just a flashing. It's gonna be a flashing static picture that just says "Help me, help me." Yeah, so it's gonna say "Help me," and I'm gonna put that picture. What side of the hallway is the stairs at? Or like where I hear people coming from?
So you guys are facing, I would say, the east where the door is, so it would be west of you, the complete other side.
Okay. It's gonna be like a static picture that says "Help me" with like an arrow pointing towards me and Eden, and I'm gonna fucking just leave it on the floor, and I'm gonna go attend to Eden and hope whoever is running sees the fucking message. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go to Eden, and I want. I'm sorry, Eden. Am I saying the name wrong?
Enid.
Enid. I'm gonna go to Enid, and I want to do a medicine check to see how bad the arm and bleeding is. Like, how
Okay.
far did they get with the cutting, I guess. Fuck my life. I got a nat 1. I got a 4.
You think Enid is dying. You think Enid is bleeding out completely, and Enid only has seconds. Enid is dying, and you're the only one around. Enid's life is literally in your hands, Belfrin. Enid, though, you're fine.
Yeah, I got
You missed the severe artery, though you did cut into a tendon, which would need like some fixing. Though this arm probably might not make it anyway. You yourself, though, it's fine. But Belfrin, Enid is dying.
Okay. Shit. Okay. Since she thinks she's Enid is fucking dying, I'm going to cast. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Enid.
My new clothes. Sorry. I just realized.
And you heal for 9.
You are in your new clothes, yeah.
You heal for 9 points. 9 fucking points.
Dude. You might think that's not a lot, but I'm such a happy gamer right now.
You watch
Wait,
as the
Can't that do anything? Okay.
you watch as the muscles begin to stitch itself back together. It doesn't completely fix or stitch up the wound, but you stop most of the bleeding.
Is Enid still passed the fuck out?
Enid, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I got a 14.
14, Enid, you do wake up, but you are in severe pain. You are still
It's just
being
monotone.
swallowed by the door.
Fuck the high pitched girl screaming anymore. Like really loud.
You're gonna scream, monotone, high pitch, and Balfrin is gonna shock Balfrin. Like, you know, gonna jump back. Like, are you good? You good?
No, I'm scared. It hurt. It hurts, bro. Fuck. And you know what? That is in character. That is in character.
Oh, man.
But like monotone, obviously. Sorry, I didn't say it in a monotone voice, but that was.
You're good. The important thing is as long as we know who's speaking, you know?
I tried to
Also,
clarify.
you're newer to D&D and this type of like intense roleplay when it comes to D&D, so I don't expect you to immediately stay in character all the time. So you are fine. You're doing great.
I'm gonna try harder.
You got it. You get this. You're doing amazing. After the startle and the scream, we slide back over to Azaria, who is making her way down the dormitory lane road, and you can hear the bumping of the sorority music, and you can hear yelling and screaming inside as well. What would you like to do, Moon?
So they're screaming inside the sorority house?
Sorority house. Mm-hmm.
They didn't all flee because they
Not
thought
the
it was
fun
haunted?
Yeah, everybody's gone. You can't see anybody. It doesn't look like anybody's partying or anything. There's nobody on the lawn anymore. The sorority girls all left, but you can still hear somebody yelling and screaming inside the house.
Can I roll for like perception or insight to see like is this just like fun screaming like somebody's doing some BDSM, or is this is this like what kind of screaming is this?
No, I get you. Yeah, you can roll a perception on the scream.
I don't want to go in and be like, oh, I just disturbed the party.
I think it would actually be an insight and not a perception.
Okay.
Yeah, so roll a insight.
I got a 16.
Period. Somebody is in actual danger in that house. There might be somebody dying.
Okay. I'm not with anybody, right? I like walking by myself.
No, you left Latoris and Geldol because they didn't remember what was going on and you thought that they were robots.
Fucking bots. Fucking bots. Part of the system. Some government controlled ass bots. He didn't even try to follow me. I'm breaking up with him.
Yeah, exactly. None of them. Neither of them did. Neither of them did. All you got from that interaction, like while finding out that they were bots, is the only one at the school who thinks the same way that you do is Ian Morn.
Latorius didn't even try to follow me after we went on a date. Fake. I'm breaking up with him. We're not even dating, but it's over. I'm not stalking you anymore, even when I'm bored. I'm gonna find a new Pookie. Alright, I'm gonna... You know what? I need a distraction. I feel like she would need a distraction from, like, all of this hectic shit. And she's curious. She's like, there's so much shit going on at this fucking campus. Maybe this will, like, help me get some insight. Because all this crazy shit... Maybe if I piece together all the crazy shit that's happening, I'll be able to be my own fucking little PI. Detective. Nobody's paying. And she's gonna go inside and try to find where the screaming's coming from. She's like, this has probably got to do with somebody getting tortured, like that vision I saw.
That is true. You make your way inside and you, hold on, sorry, my blanket is stuck in my dog's mouth. She's trying to steal it from me. I got it, I won. You make your way inside and you can see the remnants of a very large party that was here. The cups that are strewn around. There is like some drug paraphernalia around on the coffee table and
What
in the
kind?
kitchen on the counters. Wait, what?
What kind of drugs?
You see remnants of some pixie dust that is around. You can see what looks to be some goblin weed. You you see a lot of booze. You see something crushed up. You don't really know exactly what that is, but it's on a tray.
Is there like, can I do a perception of the room to see if there's like any kind of like jars or anything?
Yeah.
I really thought she was about to do the leftover drugs.
I am. She's gonna bring it with. She's like, I don't want to do it right now.
I thought you were about to do it right now.
She got a 7. She almost had
You
a fucking
haven't
23.
found any jars, but you found a couple of Tupperware containers.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sweep everything that I find into there. We're gonna mix it together. The weed's separate though, like the fucking weed that I find into a separate one. We're gonna bag it into my bag and be like, who's gonna miss this? They left it behind.
You can hear what sounds to be like on the floor above you or maybe 2 floors up. It sounds like 2 people running, and then you can hear somebody else scream loudly, but it sounds extremely monotone.
Hold on, I'm adding into my inventory that I've got drugs.
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 I put my drink down too hard and it made something fall, and my brain went ghost.
Ghost. So above me there's that's where the screaming's coming from?
Yes.
Alright, can I see where the staircase is to go upstairs, or should I take somebody's
Yeah,
half-drinking thing and just fucking water?
The staircase is in the living room, so when you first walk into the door, you can see the staircase. To the right is the living room where most of the party was happening. There's like a little DJ booth in there, and then to the left is the kitchen where you are.
Is there any booze? Like, is there any bottles of like liquor?
Yeah, there's like a whole thing of unopened goblin beer that's still connected by the plastic, and you're laughing, but these are real drugs. I had to Google it. I was like, hey, is there drug paraphernalia in D&D? And then Google was like, in fact, we have a list. And I'm like, ooh.
What kind of case? Is it like a 6-pack?
Yeah, well, yeah, you could say a little 6-pack. Can, though. No beer.
They're
No,
cans?
not beer.
They're
No
cans?
glass. Yeah, they're cans. Mm-hmm.
Beer's still
And there's a half-opened dwarvish vodka on the counter as well. Everything else though has either been broken or spilled,
Can I see? Can I?
or
am I able to
already
see where
in cups.
Is the lid on the dwarf's bottle? Is it just open?
It's just open.
There's no cap around.
You can roll an investigation for it,
All right.
but not one that you can see. You're determined to steal the alcohol.
I got a 12.
You do find a cap, but it is not the cap that you're looking for.
You
It
think
looks
it'll
like this
fit?
cap went to... Yeah, it's just a whiskey cap going on a vodka bottle.
I'm fucking putting it on, and I'm putting I'm carrying the 6-pack, but I'm putting the dwarvish flammables. That's what she's thinking. She's thinking flammables.
You're thinking she's a booze hound. She just...
No, she's a fucking pyro. I designed her to be a psychotic pyro drow.
I love it here. I love it here. But yeah, as you
The
are
drugs are for her,
gathering all of your as you're gathering all of your gear and everything before you make your way, I'm guessing up the stairs, or did you want to go into the living room as well?
Can I walk past the living room and just give it like a real quick perception roll, see if there's anything in there that I could snag?
Absolutely. And then after we're done with that and you're heading up the stairs, we're gonna shift back over to Sir Bob so we can get you all together.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll perception real quick. Ooh, oh my god, tell me what I got. I got a fucking, hold on, let me. 21.
Yeah, 21. 21. You, as you are walking by, you see on the floor, slightly crumpled up, a couple of numbers, and you recognize that that's somebody's phone number, or at least postal number. On because there's no phones over here, so it's the postal number for their bird. on a piece of paper that somebody accidentally dropped.
What's the postal number?
You pick up the postal number and you see that it says Daniel with a postal number on it. A little 4-digit postal number.
What? I want to write it down. What is it? What's the 4 digits?
It's 2248.
Okay. She's gonna.
I don't know who Daniel is, but
no,
our
either.
Daniel's postal number. I'm kidding, I do know who Daniel is. So does Belfrin. But after you pick up the number and you pocket it, making your way up the stairs, we slip over to the courtyard that is being lit up with the music of crickets and night creatures like owls, as you watch as the red glow slowly dissipates before it disappears and you can move, no longer feeling that fear. Not Prickles. That's Sir Bob.
I mean,
I was doing so well!
Did see the door fucking just like turning someone into it and just start poof, you know?
Yeah.
Door is
Yeah.
still a bit scary. That I wanna I wanna kick the door. No, I don't wanna do that because Bob wouldn't do that. Shit. I'm casting Mage Hand and I'm having the Mage Hand just punch the door.
So you go ahead and you cast Mage Hand, and you watch as it travels over and balls up its fist and punches the door, and you watch as nothing happens.
Oh, well, then it's fine. Then it's fine. I'll walk over to the door. I'll try to open it.
It opens. It's unlocked. But instead of seeing the stairs that you once saw before that led into the secret whisper den, you are just looking into the reception area of the orchestra hall. And it's quiet. And you can hear the floorboards creaking as the building sets and adjusts itself.
I mean, that seems a little bit weird and also I'll venture for it. Maybe there's a cult, you know?
As you walk through, you feel a tug, and as you walk past that door frame, Froglina is jerked from your arms and the door slams shut.
Oh.
And you are suspended into darkness. And we will see you in the second half of the session.
Oh shit.
So while we're waiting for you, I would like you, zombie, to go ahead and prep up that second character sheet.
I have actually started. I have
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Keep in mind, the second character would be a character who already goes to this school, so try to figure that out while you're
Yeah.
waiting.
No, I have an idea and all.
Oh. It is session 3, everybody.
Well,
As we shift over and you are trying to help Belfrin, you're trying to help Enid get healed up and separated from the door. You watch as the gold metallic begins to continue to crawl up Enid's arm until it reaches his shoulder, and it's starting to seep onto his rib cage as well. Enid, it is getting increasingly harder to breathe from your right lung.
Ow. Fuck.
As you both are sat in this position of not knowing what to do next, those two separate footsteps you hear finally make their way upstairs, and you see in jeans and just a bland button-up shirt, Dr. Omi, and dressed to the nines, Lilky, and Lilky looking frazzled as she's like, "Oh my fucking god, I was looking everywhere for you!" And you watch as Lilky starts heading over to you guys, along with Dr. Omi, who is seeming to be calming herself as she too looked a bit frantic, but she doesn't say much to either of you, or anything at all, really. You, Azaria, can hear the voices upstairs now as you are making your way up to the 3rd floor. Shortly after Dr. Omi and Lilky make their way over to Belfrin and Enid, Azaria, you make your way onto the 3rd floor and you see them all grouped together, and you can see Enid being absorbed by this golden door. You guys are back together, kind of.
Yay.
Can I roll history on golden doors that could be mimics?
Yeah, I mean, a mimic could be anything, but this isn't a mimic. Mimics have mouths. Mimic would be eating Enid, not absorbing Enid.
Can I roll?
I could just tell you that immediately. But yeah, you can definitely roll.
See if I would know anything about doors that absorb.
Yeah, you can roll a history. Yeah. Did you want to do history or did you want to do arcana?
Both.
Okay.
I want to roll an Arcana check.
You bet. You can roll an arcana check.
Got an 18.
She doesn't know shit.
An
She doesn't know fuck
18.
from fuck, and she's scared.
So with your 4 history and your 5 arcana, because you gotta say your numbers. With the commotion going on and everything that you saw before, you suddenly feel like maybe it's the buildings itself that are hurting people. You're a little out of your mind right now. Kind of going through a little psychotic break.
I'm just a little schizophrenic.
You don't know what's... Yeah, you're just like, I went through all that stuff, and those boys don't even remember it, and now I'm seeing this shit.
I'm just a little schizophrenic.
So what would... Yeah, so what would you three like to do?
What do I know about the magic with the door?
What did you get? Oh, that 18. The magic is old. It's very, very old. And it seems to be more of an enchantment on the door itself. And the door is less of a door and is a lock. The entirety of a door is one singular lock.
Sorry, I'm writing it down.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. I'm thinking about food.
Don't wait on me if you two want to do something. The other two.
Yeah, what would you two like to do?
I can only picture Enid going, what was that? Breathing. Like...
Alright. I'd probably approach and ask who, like, Azaria would approach. Be like, so, whose house is this? Like, who lives here and owns this building?
Oh, Loki looks at you and just goes, this is the sorority house.
So the campus owns this and just has a man-eating door?
Well, no, it's... Well, why is everybody up here anyway? The party was supposed to be downstairs, and now Enid's getting eaten by the door! And then she just starts crying.
When she says that, I'm gonna be over there trying to pull Enid off.
You know what?
I'm gonna be over there trying to pull Enid off.
Helping.
Trying to... Is it working?
Is it working? Is it working?
Enid has their arm wrapped around this motherfucker. Yank.
So.
With how the door... with the way that the door is continuously absorbing you, it is no longer just your arm that's connected into the door, as the door is now seeping onto your torso as well. So when I was saying that you can feel it on your chest and it's hurting your lung, I mean that. Like, it's completely absorbed. Your arm is you can no longer see it as it's inside of the door.
So you're...
Okay, so I just remembered that Azaria remembered that wait, Bob is there with us, right? Bob, you're here?
No!
God damn it. I don't know why I thought Bob was here, because I thought he was with Balfrin when she went through a door.
No, Sir Bob was not with Balfrin.
Oh, okay.
Sir Bob is dumb. That's what Sir Bob is.
Oh, God. Okay. God damn. Alright, so...
We will not be seeing Sir Bob until the second half of today's session. So Zom just, written himself out of most of the session today.
That's crazy.
God damn. Alright.
I'm over here going, okay, we're gonna finish up. Bob, get with everybody. And then Zom is like, I want to touch this door. And I'm just like, do it.
Do it!
You won't do it.
No balls,
Really?
touch that door. Oh my god. Okay, so let me God, let me look at my shit. Let me just look.
While you're looking, I need everybody to roll initiative.
God damn it. I got an 18.
I got a 10.
Okay. But
I got 8.
dope. We're having a great time. Welcome back, everybody. Did you miss me?
Yes.
Yeah, this is fun.
Missed you.
getting fucked up.
Who
Okay,
got
so
the
we're in a
18?
hallway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in a hallway,
Um,
and you're all like right next to the door currently.
are there rooms next to this door? Like bedrooms?
But yeah, there are rooms on the hallway.
My bad, you like froze and cut out a little bit. You said there are bedrooms on or next to the door?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, there are bedrooms. They're not directly next to the door, but there are bedrooms on the hallway.
Okay.
So
Enid.
there's no like rooms adjacent to the door, right? Like I can't go next door.
You would have to, I would say, move about 5 feet, and then you'd be able to go into the next room.
Oh, so there is
So
a next room.
you wouldn't be able to just like turn. Yeah, there are rooms. There's like there's four other doors on this hallway. 3 of them are bedrooms, 1 is a bathroom, but they're spaced out. So that's what I was saying. They're not directly next to the door. You still have to move to get to them.
Okay,
So you can't
but,
like
the
immediately turn
walls-
around and be like, "Oh, door."
Okay.
Yeah, so we have the door you're in front of is right here, and then you guys are right here. And then on the hallway is 2 doors each. And then at the end of the hallway on the other side is the stairs going down.
I want to try the door. I want to walk to the
Just
door.
making sure that your mental map is matching my mental map.
I want to walk.
Oh wait, we gotta get this map.
I guess the door on the left, whatever door is closest to the stairs in the direction of the stairs. I want to go to that bedroom door.
So that would be from the stairs location to that one. It would be the door on the right. So you'd be entering Lilke's bedroom. Entering Lilke's bedroom, you can see, you can smell the sulfur the moment you open the bedroom door, and you can see an already used summoning pentagram in the middle of the room. Did I freeze again?
No.
Wow, my Wi-Fi today is ass.
But you look pretty.
Did y'all get any of the information I just said?
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. At least I look good.
I want to roll.
So, summoning pentagram that's already used.
Can I
Smells like
roll
sulfur.
a religion check to see, like, what kind of summoning that Loki was trying to do? Like, maybe there's candles, or maybe that's an
Absolutely.
investigation. Can I do an investigation to see what kind of summoning?
Yeah, either or, a religion or an investigation.
I'm gonna do an investigation. And I got a 22.
It looks to be a devil summoning pentagram. So
Okay,
somebody used Loki's room to summon a devil.
But I don't know this is Loki's. Balfrin wouldn't know this is Loki's room.
You wouldn't know that this is Loki's room. I'm just saying it's Loki's room so that we, as the players, know whose room you're in.
The wall that would be the wall next to where the door is that's sucking up Enid.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to that wall and can I put my ear up to it and do an investigation and see if I hear anything on the other side?
You can hear what sounds to be a mechanical whirring.
So what kind of wall is this?
It's your state-of-the-art normal wall, wood, drywall. You know, it's a wall. I can't say normal standard because European walls are built different. So, like, a standard American wall.
Okay. Oh, again. Okay. I want to break this wall, or break a hole in the wall to see to the other side, and I'm trying to see if I got something I can blast this wall with.
That's great. We will do that on your turn. It is actually the door's turn. You guys watch as the intricate designs on the door, the different vines and flowers, what made the door originally look pretty, individually begin moving as it begins forming almost a mechanical mouth. Though it is not a mimic. The gears and the makeshift designs of the door, aside from the part that's absorbing Enid, makes a makeshift mouth. Though there's nothing for anything that the door eats to go into, it is defending itself. And that is the door's turn. It is now Omi's turn, who is going to freeze the door. You watch as Omi pulls out a flask and quickly mixes a bunch of components together and shakes up a vial before throwing it at the door. And you see as what looks to be snow particles come off of it as it splashes onto the door, and you, Enid, feel cold begin to chill your bones from the metal. But the creeping stops. The door is now paralyzed for 2 turns.
Fuck. Oh, dude, that's
Yeah, that's Student's woman, by the way, Bunny. She's saving you.
And you're trying to sleep with her man, not her man?
Yeah. Her
sleep with both of
complicated
them.
situationship.
I'll sleep with both of them together. Get a little polyamorous in there.
Her.
Omi's fine. I'm kind of loving her right now.
It is now Zarya's turn.
So I have a spell, Identify, and it says I can either touch the item I want to identify or touch the creature being affected by the object that I'm trying to identify.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want to touch...
Okay, so which would you like to do?
Well, I saw that this bitch is touching the door and is getting turned to gold, so I'm gonna touch Enid, because she's like, you got me fucked up if you think that that's gonna happen to me. So I just have to touch any part of Enid. It doesn't have to be the part that's fucking her up, but it'll tell me what that is. It'll tell me the spell or whatever that is causing the effect.
Yeah, so when you, so go ahead and describe what it looks like when you cast this spell.
I'm gonna, let me find it. I just had it. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. When I touch it, it's almost like it's like a soft, warm glow that comes off my hands. And like a memory of what is going on into my head.
As you touch Enid and you begin to use Identify on the door/lock, you find out that it is a living creature called living Midas, and they can take form of many different objects. Usually they take form of something that guards something else, and they turn things that they touch into golden statues. Or they can absorb them and build more defensive locks on themselves using the entity that they absorbed.
Okay, I'm going...
Use
And
me
they are
as a
only
lock,
resistant
bitch.
to cold damage. They're not resistant to anything else.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck.
Sir Bob is living a great life in that orchestra hall.
I will look to Professor Omi, and can I also roll? Okay, well, I got everything that I knew from that device, so never mind. I'm gonna look to Professor Omi and know if they know anything about how to take care of a living Midas. Is that what you called it?
Yes, living Midas.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if they know how to, cause I only know what it is because I did a spell. Like, have you ever run into anything called a living Midas and know how to take care of that? Or I think we're gonna lose a student. Teehee, beginning of the school year days.
Yeah. I've only run into one once as a student, but it was already deceased, so we didn't have to work too hard in unlocking it. This one, though, seems to be spell locked. And what you guys know from spell locks from your universities before, all three of you would have this knowledge, is spell locks are usually riddles, enchantments, anything that can be solved with a verbal, with like a verbal recite, or it has to be given. So the locks need requirement, but they are magically locked, so you cannot unlock it without giving it the requirement it needs.
How do we find out what the requirement is?
And the wording on this door for the lock is in Infernal.
Let me look.
You read it. You couldn't figure out the riddle, so you just lockpicked it.
I have
Look at you, bunny.
I have 3 languages I can read. I put in there because she travels a lot, so she knows a bunch of languages. She knows Infernal. I put that in there because I was dating a devil last campaign. Can I read it?
Yeah, you can absolutely read it.
What does it say?
Let me read it to you. Hold on.
I suck at riddles.
It's okay.
So much.
Riddles isn't for everybody, you know?
I love puzzles. I suck at riddles. I don't know what it is.
Okay. Hold on, I gotta put my glasses. Okay. And then make sure I'm not freezing. Brushing across, sorry. I'm gonna restart completely. My apologies. I misread and misspoke. Brushing across time and space was the winds of time. Alone and cold, it learned how to soar and sweep across the cosmos into what would have been a burning light, a light of heat that keeps one warm in the emptiness of space. Warmth amongst the cold breezes of winds brings such tears of hope to the stars that twinkle and strive for a love as grounding and unbreakable as the earth itself, and one that warms the cold.
That was so much. That was so fucking much.
I know. I am going to copy and paste it into the thingy for you. Because I care about you guys.
I'm like,
Where's game chat? There's game chat. Okay.
Alright, I'm looking.
There you go. So all three of you will be able to solve it together now. And for 2 turns, the door cannot do anything. So for 2 turns, you guys can be able to figure it out. Was that your action, or was that your bonus action?
It was my action.
Would you like to use a bonus action?
Let me see if I have one. Let me see. Yeah, I'll give Bardic Inspiration to Enid in case they need to do a saving throw or anything.
What does it look like when you give inspiration as a bard?
Oh, I'm pulling out my little pulling out one of my fucking, hold on. Hold on. I'm pulling out an instrument. Let me find it. God, I'm fucking funny.
So funny. Do you know Infernal Blue? Okay, well maybe Azaria or Enid would be nice enough to read it out loud for everybody.
Yes. Okay. So I'll pull out my lyre and I'll fucking strum a tune that kind of sounds like death. Like it sounds like a tune you would play when you're watching somebody die, like a Viking funeral. And I'd be like, "You got this."
You got this, my
So
ass.
who do you give the Bardic Inspiration to?
Enid, in case they need to do any kind of saving throws or something.
Enid, upon getting the Bardic Inspiration, for 1 turn, you also are fearful of Azaria. Just for 1 turn, you fear towards Azaria and their cryptic music.
It was gorgeous Viking music. Okay. Wait, is Balfred in the area? Because I'd read it out loud.
Balfred is in one of the bedrooms, so no, Balfred is not in the
Okay. Well, if anybody wants me to read it, I'll read it to fucking Omi, because they're there, and I'll be like, you look like smart teacher.
Yeah, Balfred, I'm sure that you'll be able to hear it with the door wide open. You can hear it.
Alright, so do you want me to read it as if I'm her?
Yeah.
Okay. She's gonna look at Omi, she's like, there's a riddle on here that we need to figure out. I'm not big on riddles, but never stop me. Can't stop me. Let's fucking get it. You smart. Looking smart. We're gonna do this together. You got this, big strong woman who knows how to throw things. I believe in us. I believe in you.
You're trying to flirt with Omi or not?
she's like, we're gonna figure this out. She's trying to be inspirational while also being like, I am so bad at riddles. I hope this bitch can pull something out of her ass. Like me as a person, I'm bad at riddles. So she has to naturally be bad at them. Brushing across time and space was the wind of time. Alone and cold it learned how to soar and sweep across the cosmos into what would have been a burning light, a light of heat that keeps one warm in the emptiness of space. Warmth amongst the cold breezes of wind brings such tears of hope to the stars that twinkle and strive for a love as grounding and as unbreakable as the earth itself, one that warms the cold.
Nice.
Yeah, she's gonna look at Omi, she's like, I don't know what that means, but I'm thinking about cosmos. Like, I'm thinking about comets.
She points at the door, and you can see, like, little flashes of 4 individual holes that seems to be now spiraling around the door, going in a clockwise circle. But they're only visible during certain moments when they can be peered through the jagged golden teeth.
Can I focus?
Probably something to do with that, but don't look at me. I was never one for riddles.
We got one teacher in here who's not good with words. That's great.
She's an artificer. She just makes shit. She just makes shit. Why do you think she's in a weird situationship? She doesn't know how to communicate.
Azari doesn't know that. Ugh. Azaria's like sitting there like rubbing one side of her temple, like not facing her, like oh,
It is now Lilke's turn. Lilke joins you, Belferin, in the room. And you watch as she makes her way to a dresser drawer, and she opens it and digs around in it before pulling out a pack of cigarettes in shaky hands. And she like pulls one out and she lights one, and she just looks at you and she goes, "Oh my god, what the fuck are you doing in my room?"
I guess when she comes in, I'm just gonna be over here like trying to listen to the wall. I'm over here like, God, it's the third session, man. I'm debating if I want to give Balfour a fucking accent.
Do it. I made your mom a southern black lady, so I just based her off of all the women I know in my life, so
She's gonna look at her and just would Balfour apologize. What are you doing in your room when there's somebody bleeding in the hallway?
I'm fucking freaking out.
I see.
Takes a drag of her cigarette.
Balfour's gonna point to the pentagram previously used summoning circle, and she's gonna be like, what is this you?
What? No, I don't know. It's a fucking sorority party. People do weird shit in bedrooms all the time.
I'm sorry, her freaking out is cute. Damn, okay. If she didn't do it, could someone have summoned someone to enchant the door?
Are you asking her that or me that?
Yeah, I'm asking her that.
You think I'm smart? You think I would know that? I'm literally the fucking, like, I'm the head girl of this sorority! Brains is not how you get in here! I don't know! My friend is getting eaten by a door! I mean, when the door's gonna eat people! Oh my god! And you see that she finished that cigarette. It is already lighting another one.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go over there and see her struggling. I'm gonna walk over to her. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna walk over to her and I'm gonna... She got her lighter in her hand?
Yeah.
I'm gonna snatch that lighter out of her hand. I'm gonna snatch the lighter out of her hand. Cause I see she's struggling. Balfrin's not good with fucking comforting people. I'm gonna snatch the lighter out of her hand and she's gonna light her cigarette. She's gonna flick on the lighter.
Yeah,
insinuating she's gonna light the cigarette for her.
Yeah, she's gonna take it. She's gonna take it. She's like, "Thanks. What are you doing in my room?"
I'm gonna point to the wall that I was listening to, trying to get to the other side of that door that your friend is bleeding from.
Those are stairs.
On the other side of this wall?
Yeah, it goes up to the attic.
That's what the door is blocking?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Normally the door doesn't look like that. It has fucking teeth.
What?
I hate that I can't stay in character because every time I do somebody's voice, I end up cracking up so hard.
It's so good. It's so good. You're doing great. The door doesn't normally look like that, so what does it look like before?
She gestures to like her white wooden door with like the golden doorknob, and she's like, "A door! I don't know. It just looks like a door. What do your doors look like?" I'm sorry. I'm just really freaked out. I didn't know doors came to life. Is he gonna die? I just became his friend. Oh my god, what is people gonna say? They're not gonna be friends with me anymore. They're gonna think all my friends died from doors.
Well, for starters, maybe be with your friends when they're dying and going through something traumatic.
You stay with your dog when your dog is eating. I do not want to watch my door eat my friend. That is so gross. Also, weirdly inhumane.
The door is your dog?
No, I'm just doing an analogy. Oh my god, I told you I wasn't scared. And you watch as she just starts heavily crying, shoulders shaking, and that's her turn.
Oh, nah.
Just very much like me.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna have my mage hand, like, stroke her back while I'm keeping my distance.
I love Loki. It is Enid's turn. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that you were mid-bite.
You're good. It's hot anyways. I'll wait.
Your right arm is completely swallowed by the door. Parts of your the left side of your torso is being absorbed by the door, but other than that, the door has stopped as it's paralyzed by whatever Omi threw at it. And you can hear Loki crying in her bedroom.
I think Enid just like takes a second and is like, dude, this is kind of chaotic. Like in his head. And I want to do like kind of like a perception, like what's happening around me. Like I've been through pain. Like I'm scared. There's a lot of pain going through my body right now. I can't breathe. I'm kind of confused. Everybody's doing things.
What's your passive?
Passive?
Yeah, so that's gonna be the big number under your perception. Not your perception, your intelligence. There it is.
Okay. Passive. 14.
14. So going off of your passive alone, because a 14 is gonna be really, really good if you know, the passive is good. Yes, sorry, I'm high.
You're good.
The passive is good. I like a good high passive. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore at all.
Period.
Right, so with a 14, you can see that Dr. Omi and Azaria are actively talking, and what it looks like is they're both working to try to save you. You don't see anybody else in the hallway, but you can hear somebody talking to Lilky, and you can hear Lilky crying. And with just like this moment of consciousness where you're kind of like seeing past the pain in your body. Sorry, I burped. Tasting like orange juice and sour gummies. Thought I'd show the class. You can only think that it's probably Belfarin who is in the room with the crying Lilky. But as far as you know, it seems like everybody is trying to get you out of the door. So you were not alone.
Yay, I'm not gonna die alone. Legit.
But the door, now that you're like partly in it, you can kind of feel wetness inside, almost as if you can feel its organs. And it's warm.
Can I move
Though the
my hand
metal
around?
itself of the door is cold due to Omi's spell, inside of the door is warm.
Can I like move my fingers around on the inside by chance? Or am I stuck?
Yeah, your fingers splay out and you can feel what could only be intestines slide between them.
I want to squeeze with all my fucking might. Like, I want to grab that
Give
shit.
me a strength check, just flat strength. But keep in mind it's with a disadvantage, so you're rolling twice and taking the lowest number.
Don't they have a bardic inspiration?
You do. That will count for how much does the bardic inspiration give?
I got you. It says adds to an additional ability check, attack rolls, or
It
saving.
wouldn't matter. Got a nat 1. Let me keep hearing you though, because I don't want to interrupt you speaking.
It's just
You giving knowledge out here.
it adds to one of the ability check rolls, attack rolls or saving. It's an additional. It says you gain an additional inspiration of a 1d8.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah. Unfortunately, though, with that nat 1, an additional 1d8 would not be able to help you. And as you try to squeeze it, you feel it burst in your hand, and you can feel stabbing punctures enter you, and it feels like whatever this creature uses as blood is now entering you. You are going to take, let me get my dice.
The bitch is in pain. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay. You are taking 18 piercing damage. Did you die?
No. Good. Just got 6 health left.
So you're not dead. Keep in mind you are now entering death saving throws. So you, Azaria, watch as Enid is focused on the door, and then suddenly his body freezes up before immediately going slack. And you can watch as the color is beginning to drain out of Enid, and he almost starts taking a yellowish hue to his undertone. Enid, you
Like an orange.
find yourself in a space of cold, and you see that it's windy, and on a bench you see a woman in a cloak, and she is so familiar. We now go to Belfarin, as it is your turn. Highs and lows of D&D, am I right?
Sobbing, crying, throwing up. It's okay.
So, Farron, unfortunately, you're inside a room, and with the crying of Lilky, you do not know what is going on in the hallway, but you now know that behind that wall is a staircase.
What is Loki again? What race is she?
Tiefling.
Was Loki out there when the riddle was read? Like, I assume everybody heard it, right? If I was able to hear
Loki was out there. Loki was out there. It was after the riddle was read that she came inside getting a cigarette.
Okay, bet. This bitch is crying. Hold on, let me look at shit. Damn shit.
Welcome back, Sama Bomb.
Okay. Baltherin is in a state of being uncomfortable right now because this girl is sobbing, throwing up, crying. She's uncomfortable. Just gonna ask Lilky. Should I leave you alone?
Alone in my room?
I gotta do with the accent.
Do what comes natural, Blue. Do what comes natural.
Huh?
I said do what comes natural. If you want to do an accent, do an accent. If
Yeah, but I want to do an accent, but it's like I want to do an accent, but it's also hard because Balfrin herself, she's not chatty. She's not gonna be chatting, so it's like it's hard to, you know.
I get you.
It's hard to fucking think of some nice little one-liners when she decides to fucking speak. But yeah, she's gonna ask her, should I leave you alone?
Are you asking to leave me alone in my room?
You're
sure,
crying.
I guess.
Do you want company? You look a mess.
Do I? And she like suddenly is like trying to clean herself up. Is my mascara running? Am I fine? Tell me I'm fine.
Does she have a handheld mirror or something on the dresser?
She does have a little vanity sitting area. But she's looking at you. She's trusting your words right now. What are you gonna say to this woman?
Balfrin's not gonna say anything. She's gonna I'm gonna go over to her. I'm gonna grab her by the shoulders, and I'm gonna turn her. I'm gonna turn her to face her vanity mirror so she can see for herself.
She's gonna go over, and you hear her let out a shrill scream. And she quickly sits down, and she goes, "Oh, you didn't tell me I'd look like this! Get the fuck out of my room! God!" And she immediately starts cleaning up her face.
Okay. I'm just gonna... She yelled at me. I'm gonna place her lighter.
Okay.
I'm gonna place her lighter back down on the vanity next to her, and I'm just gonna walk out of the room. Like, I'm gonna leave this crazy bitch to herself. I'm gonna go back in the hallway.
Exiting the room, you unfortunately lay eyes on the dying body of Enid.
Who all else is just Enid?
Enid's the only one that's dying. The other two that's in the hallway is Azaria and Omi.
What are they doing?
You don't know
Try
yet
to
because it's
solve
not their
a
turn.
riddle.
You don't know what they're doing. Not their turn yet.
Okay.
You have an action still.
Okay. But I mean, like from when it was their turn, they're not like in the middle of doing something already.
They were trying to figure out the riddle. They're talking about the riddle, trying to figure it out.
Okay, so they just look like they're over there trying to figure shit out while Ina's just dying, slumped.
Yeah,
dead.
well, like usually how the rounds work is, though it is by turn, it's more thought of whatever happens in that round is kind of happening at the same time or right after each other. Like everything that's happening is kind of like immediate.
If I see Enid dying, Balfrin's first reaction is to go over to Enid and heal them. Actually, before I do that, Balfrin wants to know what's wrong first. So she wants to do a medicine check to see what I'm looking at.
All right.
From the last time that I left you, Enid, and healed you last time.
In 11, you don't know. Aside from Enid looking like they're turning like a golden yellow from the inside out, you don't really know what's going on with them.
God damn. God. How does the door look?
The door is unmoving, still has its like teeth ready to chew if it needs to, and it has like those little circles still spinning clockwise around it.
Oh my god. So
But
is the
it
door
is paralyzed for another turn, so
is the door now like in the shape of a dormouse now?
yeah,
Like frozen?
you can't. Yeah, but you can't see inside of it. Like there's still like that door part. It's only like the lock mechanism of the door moved to form the mouth.
Okay. Can I do this as a bonus action? I still have an action.
The riddle's cool though. I worked hard on it. It'd be cool if somebody figured it out. I thought it was easy.
Ugh.
I am not smarter than a 5th grader. I took that game.
When I wrote it, I thought I was like, yeah, they will totally get this. It's so obvious. Because, like, the answer is in the riddle, so I'm like, it's so obvious. They'll get it. And then I'm just, like, sitting here and I'm like, damn, not one person.
I'm looking at the riddle, sorry.
You're good.
I haven't even read it out loud.
Balfrin, I thought you did read it and I heard it from the room.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is that not? I'm confused.
No, you're correct. You're correct, Blue. You're correct. It's
Okay, alright. Balfrin is... Oh, wait, can I do that first? Okay, Balfrin, before she does her action, she sees fucking Enid dying, and she remembers the riddle, and she's gonna just say out loud, is it the sun? Warmth, light, moving across space? Is it the sun?
You can join the conversation, Min.
I thought it was a fucking comet. I don't know, okay? Tell it to the door. Is it a sun? Is it the sun?
How do you say sun in Infernal?
I'm just gonna say sun in Infernal, like, aggressively.
Nothing happens to the door. Omi, who's still trying to figure out the door, though she's not good at riddles, she's still trying to figure out the door as well. She's just like, I don't know. It just seems like there's something with the holes that are moving around that is important.
I'm gonna investigate the holes. I'm gonna look at Enid. Did you finger blast this door? Where did these holes come from?
In one of the holes, you can see a broken lockpick in it.
Okay. For my action, I'm gonna go ahead
I got a
and
7.
heal Enid with. Oh, that's a bonus action. I can just do that. I'm gonna heal Enid with Can I do that?
Do what?
Healing word. I'm trying to see if I can do that again since I just did it. I cannot. You're shit out of luck, Enid. I'm not using another slot for you. Sorry, not sorry. Do I have something other than a fucking healing spell? Oh my god, you shit out of luck, Fran. Ooh wee, look at that. Well, I was gonna heal you, but it's looking like. How deep is Enid in this door? Like chest in?
Yeah, so I would say it's this entire arm, the shoulder, and then it kind of comes down, and then it stops right at the end of the ribs.
Is Enid's shoulder like a bit
Kind
poking
of.
out?
Yeah, a little bit of it is, but it is completely covered in that gold of the door. So whatever that door is resilient against, that bit will be too.
I don't know, Enid. I might have to chop you, bro. I might have to cut you up, and I don't know.
No harsh feelings. It's okay. No hard feelings at all.
But I can't do
They know
that
you're
because your
like,
arm
save
is
me.
gone. Oh my god, but your arm is gone. Okay, can I do an investigation on the holes? You said they're clocks
Yeah,
or they're
totally.
holes?
There are holes.
I want to do investigation to see if I can look through the holes. Is there anything in there?
Yeah, go ahead.
I got a 14.
With a 14, it looks like the holes do have a back, but they go kind of deep in the door. It looks almost as if like something is supposed to enter these holes. And they are pretty spacious.
How
Like a fist couldn't fit in there.
Okay.
Don't do it, but it could. I'm just giving you like a size reference.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not trying to feed the chaos. I'm just giving a size reference.
And there's 4 holes.
Yes. And they're all equally spaced apart.
Goodness. Is there like a? We're in the hallway. Is there like a table, like a nightstand table, or like a chair or something?
Yeah, there's like a little half table that holds a couple more picture frames and like a glass vase with pretty flowers in it.
How big is the vase? Is that fist size?
It could, yeah, I would say it's about fist size. But you have used up your movement, so you're gonna have to wait till your next turn to grab anything off of that table.
Okay. Okay. Can I? You said the vase is this size. Can I use my mage hand to pick up the vase and bring it to me?
You can do so.
Actually, fuck bringing it to me. Can I pick up the vase and I wanna I wanna shove it in one of the holes?
Yeah.
Don't look at it.
I'm just thinking. You're right next to Enid, right?
I'm assuming so, yeah, because I can't move, so yeah.
Yeah. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god. Oh no. I got 21.
Alright, so you barely miss because you had to get a 20, so it's a barely miss.
Oh my
You
god, okay.
barely miss one of these teeth shooting out from the door, and it almost impales you directly in your midsection, but you dodge at that last second. And you just feel a little bit of a cut as it cuts some of your clothing, and it just nicks your skin, but other than that, you are fine. And you watch as it shoots out and then right back in almost as quickly as one would blink.
Well, hope everybody in
And
the
it's
city
now
saw
the
that.
door's turn. And unfortunately, that action
All
did
around me.
end its paralysis. So the door's no longer paralyzed.
Nice.
I'm gonna tell you, Enid. No, I'm gonna tell you, man.
But instead of watching the door continuously absorb Enid, you watch as something bubbling under Enid's skin is getting pushed into Enid from the door. It's starting to pump his body with something.
Yeah.
That was in
about
character.
right. That was.
He's not dead. He's just unconscious. He's just dying, you know? But that is the door's turn. Next, it is Omi's, and she begins concocting another one of her ice vials. She throws it and paralyzes the door for another 2 turns.
Only you deserve everything in the world.
Yeah, like
You
keeping her
deserve
man.
everything. No, she deserves an extra man on the side. She's getting both.
That was Omi's turn. It is now Azaria's turn.
Nobody understands.
Actually, before we get into Azaria's turn, and I hate doing this in the middle of a combat, but we're gonna have our 10-minute break.
I would eat.
Cool. Bye. Be right back, guys.
So we will see all of you guys in 10 minutes. Stay tuned to see if anybody does.
Oh, shit.
Bye. Welcome back, stoners and D&D gamers. I hope you guys had a good break. Sorry I went a little longer than usual. I decided I wanted to eat. That's my bad. Where we last left off, it was Azaria's turn. You watch as Enid begins coughing and sputters as like he gains consciousness. Though you can still see the door still well, it didn't, but it did at one point start pumping something inside of him.
Sounds so gross. The door's impregnating you through your arm.
Your arm's pregnant now. Pregnant arm. What would you like to do, Azaria?
Gross. So, can I roll, I'm gonna take the I'm gonna look at oh shit.
So many decisions, but trying to find the good one.
Yeah, trying to think. I'm trying to think. Can I roll an investigation into the holes?
You could absolutely roll an investigation into the holes.
I got a 10.
Out of all the holes, you don't really see much in any of them, except for one. You can see what you think might be dirt inside of one of the holes. All the other holes look pretty clean, though.
She's gonna read over the fucking... She's gonna read over the thing one more time. And put dwarvish liquor. She's gonna take out her dwarvish liquor. She's gonna look at Balfrin. Do you have a lighter?
Well, Balfrin?
I'm trying to see if I do. Because I don't pocket other people's lighters.
Okay, I don't know if you're trying to call me out from when we were in for
That
my
sounded
birthday.
I wasn't.
It sounded so personal, and I don't even mean to do it.
I wasn't. It was because this girl was fucking smoking her cigarettes earlier, but you making yourself sound guilty, bitch. I was not.
It just sounded personal.
No, it was personal towards.
I was like,
fucking
I brought
Loki.
all those lighters. Technically, they were all mine.
I started
I
thinking
do
of so many
have-
people who pocket lighters.
I do.
Sometimes you just
I
do
pocket
it on
lighters.
habit.
I have,
You lighter pocketer.
Wait, do I have?
We have a giant mug full of lighters.
I do. Okay.
The
I don't have a
lighter
lighter, but I do have flame source.
You have a flame source?
I do. I'm gonna pull out my tinderbox and get the flint and steel out of there. Ready for a good old. I don't know what you're kind of light, but that's what I got.
I'm gonna... Okay, are you telling me you have a flame source? I'm like, okay. She's gonna stand... Because she saw that shit, like, spits out when they did it. But she saw that there's dirt in one of them. And she's like, there's 3 of them. There's 4 of them. And there's dirt in one. And she's like, ugh. Let's just see what happens if we add a different type of element into a different one. You know? She's like,
No.
No? Well, she's
You can't understand.
Yeah. She's like,
Element.
She's like, this one has dirt in it. Like dirt. You know what dirt is?
Are you saying that?
Yeah! You're like, I don't know what that is. You know what dirt is?
Yes.
It's an earth element. And we're gonna spit fire. I need you to light
With
it.
dirt.
No, with liquor.
What liquor?
I'm gonna hold out my dwarvish liquor that I stole from downstairs.
You see a large half-drinking bottle of dwarvish vodka.
Alright.
All right,
It's gonna be like, your lead.
all right. Hold your fucking. All right, She's like looking at them, and she's. With that 10 for investigation, can I see if there's like any types of like symbols near the sockets?
Not with that 10. Maybe with another investigation, there could be more things about these holes that could be figured out, but not with the 10.
With the
God.
14 that I got, would I see the symbols? Or
You don't
any
see
kind
any
of-
symbols, but you see in one of the holes is scorch marks, though all of the other holes seem clean.
Are you gonna tell me that? I told you about the dirt. And I told you I'm about to use fire.
I'm gonna point to the hole that has the scorch mark. I'm gonna say
It will be a dexterity, because the holes are spinning.
Oh. Okay. The dex.
No, not for you. I meant for like throwing the fire.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna, I guess, point to the direction of the holes, and I'm gonna say, one of those holes is burnt. Trying to reburn it.
Yeah, I'm not throwing it. I'm spitting liquor. Like, you know when you light it, but you spit it out of your mouth?
How? Out of.
Okay,
Alright,
hold
not
on.
even out of
hold
character.
on, Hold on. I have
I'm
to
nervous.
math
I'm nervous.
because that means that it would be a radius. Okay.
And isn't.
No,
out of
because
character,
check
isn't
it,
Enid
check
still
it.
on the door.
It's not a radius. Look, I'll spit water.
Yes, but if you're
But that's
spitting
water. It's not
yeah,
on
that's
fire.
water. If you're spitting fire spreads whenever there's oxygen, and you're spitting it out in a specific direction, and the further that the fire will get out, the more it's going to spread. So let me do my math.
Gotcha.
It's gonna be a big plume. It's gonna be a big plume. You said that, and my mind was immediately like, "Oh, she's doing the axe and fire trick right now." Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Oh my
Got
god.
to blow up Enid, I guess. Ready for some roasted tea?
How does fire
Alright,
immunity
so
work?
the distance
Yeah, that's
will
a good
be up
question.
to 30 feet. So you can shoot it from anywhere between, the max is 30 feet. So anywhere between that 30 feet to where you are now, you can shoot it. But the radius is going to be 15 feet. So Enid and Balfris will be burned in this action. And we don't retcon, so we're doing
Question.
it. Yeah. You do have
What-
fire resistance. So you're only getting half damage.
What does that? Okay, I was what my question was. I was like, what does that mean? But
Yeah,
thank you.
so whenever you're resistant to something, you get half of the damage.
Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna get a little bit closer to it so I have better precision with trying to match the spinning hole.
D&D rules with how the radius works, it's gotta work similar to how like a radius spell would work. So it's gonna be a 15 feet radius wherever you move.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just saying you're not gonna protect Balfrin and Enid from it. They're getting hit.
Okay, alright. It's about to get spicy. I'm gonna ask for that fucking flame thing. And be like, let's get fucking jiggy with it.
All right, you gonna position yourself to like get ready to.
All right. So, when you describe it, go ahead. While you're describing it, go ahead and roll a 2d8, and that's gonna be your fire damage, and half of that is gonna be what Enid is gonna be taking.
I'm gonna position myself and hold out my hand for the fucking.
Alcohol holds flames, so it's getting sprayed. So I mathed this to be accurate. All right.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is gonna be.
Sir Bob is just sitting in a orchestra hall, living life.
All alone.
Okay, so Enid, you're taking 5 damage, and Balfrist, you're taking 10.
Did you roll for me?
Wait, was that not your roll? No, that's an investigation. I'm blind. Roll.
You're fine.
Okay,
I
go
was
ahead
gonna
and roll. I
describe
thought you
it.
rolled.
I was gonna describe it. So I'm like holding out my hand for the fucking thing. I assume that she gives it to me, and I like pour the fucking. I like take a large swig of the dwarvish liquor, making like nasty face while it's like in my mouth, and then I hold the light to just like a couple inches from my mouth. I'd say maybe about 5 to 6 inches from my mouth. And then I start just spraying it, trying to fucking get to the hole. Doing my best. And I'm rolling a 2d8.
Yes, a 2d8. So don't take your damages yet, everybody.
Ugh, guys, it's a 9.
So you're taking 4 damage, Enid. And Balfrin is taking 9 damage. So it's only 1 off from what I said before. You could say I'm a fortune teller.
Yeah,
Ooh.
basically. Fucking basically.
I see in the future.
I see in the future.
Hey, a 2d8 could have also been bad. You could have just gotten like 2 8s and ended up with a 16, so.
I would have died. It's
But
okay. I have 2 health.
you watch as the fire splays out, only one hole stays ignited while the other holes do not. And you watch as the teeth kind of settle back into the position of how it looked before when it was intricately designed. And Enid, you feel the gold beginning to move off of you before stopping, as there is more holes to be filled.
I'm like looking at scorched fucking Balfred, and I'm like, you see what I did there, Toasty? Huh?
Is it too late for me? Am I able to use a reaction now, even though I'm out of turn?
You can. It will count as an action though.
Okay. I wanted to use my absorb elements.
All right, bet. Absorb the element.
Is it different from fire? No, it's not. Alright. Well, I have it for my next turn.
Bet.
You better not
Awesome.
spit fire at me, you fucking bitch.
No, don't look at me, Balfred. I'm just saying.
Don't toast my hair, okay?
You might
burn
get
From
Sonya, I'm just
Loki's
saying.
room, you guys can hear her talking to somebody, but that's all that happens on her turn.
Hey, yo. I didn't know we had stone phones. She summoned a demon!
Devil.
It is now Enid's turn. Enid, what would you like to do? This entire
Gosh.
session might be this door, if I'm being honest.
She just
Listen.
called the door.
1.
We should have called it the door. Damn.
The door. It is a rabbit hole, because I'm trying to figure this shit out. We took forever
Yeah.
trying to figure out these holes. I'm like, did you finger blast this door, my guy? What is this?
Are you sure we're in a sorority house? Everybody not figuring out the hole sounds like a fraternity house.
Fucking glory holes for days.
Okay, if I'm gonna be completely honest and in character, Enid's in pain, tired, slumped, on the verge of death. As I see, not very much in the right mental state to make logical decisions at all. Kind of like in between giving up, like being like, damn, I'm gonna die right now. This is my deathbed. I'm gonna die surrounded by a bunch of motherfuckers who don't know how to shut the fuck up and let me die in peace. This is so chaotic and painful. This is not how I thought I was gonna go. Okay. Where is the door on me right now? Like, is it still
still
just the shoulder
has-
and ribs and everything?
So it's a little off of the ribs, and it's half of your shoulder now. But like your
How is it-
underarm is still in the door.
How is it absorbing into me? Is it kind of like, because I was able to kind of move my hands inside of it, so I'm thinking it doesn't like, it's not like, can I still move my hand? Because I know that it's like in my
Yeah,
arm
you can
now.
move your hand. So what the door is doing is gold is almost seeping from the door, and it crawls up your arm almost as if you have like the ink spreading. And once
Is it-
enough of your limb is covered, you're inside of the door. So elbow down, you're in the door. But like elbow up is still being absorbed.
Is it like absorbing my skin specifically? Is it
The entire arm.
me?
It's absorbing you
entire
whole.
Okay.
But after puncturing the intestines, it caused something to enter you. And that's also causing Syrian pain. The curious mind, you know?
I don't know what the fuck they're doing behind me. Like, I know, but my character doesn't know. He's just confused.
Yeah.
And burning, my ad. Like, a little on fire at the moment, which definitely doesn't make him feel any better. He's like, thanks, guys. But, what can I do? What would Enid do right now? My brain says try to cut off the skin around my arm. You said
Do
the
whatever
skin
you
isn't the
think.
arm, but, like,
Do whatever you think your character will do. And if it's insane enough, who knows? You might get an inspiration. I'm not saying do
Alright.
crazy shit that's gonna help you get inspiration.
Fix your mic, bunny.
That's not how I give out my inspirations, as we went over in session 0.
Sorry. I'll talk louder.
No, it just keeps like cutting out and going like.
Yeah, you start roboting.
But
Yeah, like right now. Like unplug it and plug it back in.
Domo Origato in this house, you know? Mr. Roboto. Robo.
I might need to swap my phone here. But
Sorry.
I want to use fuck it. I'm gonna try this by chance. I wanna use like my small sword.
Small sword.
Try to carve hopefully I get a good roll for this. Try to like carve away at my skin. Like what else is gonna happen? I'm gonna die. Maybe. Just like try to carve away where it is. See if try to prevent it from going any further. Like if the ice.
Yeah, so slicing into your arm, go ahead and roll your damage. So we know how much damage you did to yourself. So go ahead and roll your damage to see what you did, and hope you didn't just kill yourself.
Right. It's gonna be an unarmed. Wait, would that be an armed strike?
Yeah, because you're using your blade, so you would use the blade that you have. You're using the same weapon that you're trying to use for this, and you're using the damage off of that weapon.
Why doesn't it show an unarmed strike? I swear I have a weapon equipped. Please tell me I have a weapon equipped. Okay. I see what I was screwing up here. My bad. My bad.
You're good, you're good.
There it is. Okay. Short sword. Damage. That's a
Go ahead and let us know. Well, that was all robot right there, but it was a 9. Belfriend, who is next to Enid, and Azaria, who is trying so hard to save Enid from the door. You watch as, just from what it seems like from your vision, go ahead and tell me real quick, what's your health at? Enid, yes, you.
After that 9
Mm.
or now?
Now.
Negative, like. Okay.
Alright, so
Cool.
now you're in death saving throws. So you watch as Enid takes a blade to himself, and for a second there might have been hope, but it seemed like in the angle that he was sitting, the blade slipped, and instead of carving into his shoulder, he carved into his neck.
I was a little eepy, guys.
You watch, instead of red blood, which would be what you would expect to see, you watch as he bleeds a golden inker.
Where's Bob when we need somebody to lick it? See if you hallucinate.
Goodness. I feel like
They're
that's
inventing on
gonna
the
be...
frog.
Oh my god.
You guys are never gonna let that down.
Never.
Y'all get... Goodness. Enid, you find yourself, similarly before, alone, but in the distance you see a cloaked woman. And she is so very familiar. It is now Belfarin's turn. What would you like to do?
Uh,
One of the holes is ignited, but the guy that you're trying to save seemed to have accidentally killed himself. He's not completely dead, he's just bleeding out. And he's in and out of consciousness.
Well.
It was accidental, though.
Walfrin just got scorched. And then bitch is annoyed. She's upset. But now she's concerned about this tiefling who just tried to kill themselves and is spewing blood, gold ink at that. She's gonna deal with the bitch that scorched her later and try to worry about stopping this tiefling from bleeding out at least. But I already used my action, so as my bonus action... Wait. I can, but you're shit out of luck because I used my last spell slot. Oh wait, no. I can do a level 1. As my bonus action, I'm gonna use Healing Word on Enid, and that you still shit. It's gonna give you 5 health. 5 health back.
You heal back 5 health. Your skin and tendons re-stitch themselves, and you choke up the last bit of the gold blood that was seeping out of your throat, but you are alive. Now that you are alive, you are noticing that your blood is now as gold as the door.
For
It is the oh yeah.
for my move, I want to go back to Lilky's room.
You enter Lilky's room and see that she's talking to a sending stone. As she is sitting on her bed. And that is where we end your turn. The door is still technically paralyzed. It is Omi's turn, and Omi comes over and she feeds you a potion of greater health. And you heal 12 hit points. We love Omi.
She's not a mom, but she could be a MILF.
She's not a mom, but she'll get called mommy tonight. We're perverts, all of us.
What can I say?
So, did you make sure that you healed that 12, Enid? Okay, dope. It is now Azaria's turn.
So, would the dirt in that's already in that one, do I need to add more dirt? Fuck. Is there, like, pots? Are there plants around?
There might be in one of the rooms.
In one of the rooms?
There's 3 rooms on that floor, and one of them's Loki's.
I'm gonna ask Omi if they have water, because I'm like, well, I'm not touching any more doors. Like, this place is corrupt. It's like, oh my god.
Omi nods, and she tosses you, a vial of pure water. There's nothing else in it, just water.
Okay, I'm gonna try to... her whole mentality is like, if I throw this and miss, what if I just spit it into it? Like, what if I just start spitting all these elements into it? She's like, if this didn't work, I was just gonna, like, savor up my saliva and spit it into something. And then hope I have enough. Everybody just starts spitting into this tube.
Oh my god. Okay. So how do you want to put water? You can move, by the way. You don't have to keep standing, so you can walk up there.
She's gonna approach it and try to... it's, like, still moving in circles, though, right? She's like, how the fuck? She's like, I don't know how I'm supposed to pour this in. So she's gonna get really close to it. And... fuck.
It'll be a dex roll.
she's gonna try to fucking spit the water into the holes that are moving. She doesn't know how she's gonna pour it in there. She's like, what the fuck? Fling it like a priest. She's like, I'm just gonna spit it.
I get like a priest. Alright, give me a dex.
I got a 4.
I got just a 4.
A nat 1 for the 4.
Mm-hmm. Upon spitting it, and you do make it into one of the holes, but unfortunately, there was a glass vase put in that hole, and you fill up that vase.
Who put this goddamn vase into the fucking hole? She's like yelling it throughout the fucking sorority house. Who put this motherfucking vase in this hole when we're trying to save lives out here? This is a goddamn job. I'm working 9 to 5 and I'm tired of this shit. Who decided that this house was a home? You can't have nothing. You don't have servants in here to just bring us more water. Somebody dig their fingers in there and get it out. I'm gonna pull out that number card, that little pigeon thing. Do I have a bird? Do I have a bird? Where's my bird?
Yeah, you have a bird.
Can I pick my animal? I want a raven.
Roll a d20.
I got a 19.
Hold on, let me pull up my bird list.
Watch it be a penguin. I don't fly, but I waddle. Why did you laugh? Is it a
Get
penguin? Oh my god.
Summon your bird.
I'm gonna fucking... Ah, shit. How does one summon a bird? How would I as a bard summon my bird?
A song into the wind.
Yes. I'm going to pull out my lyre again and summon my bird with it's gonna be a song of like God, let me think. I'm pulling out my lyre though. I'm like it's gonna be the most
I gotta piss.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be the most horrific noise ever as it's just me screeching one of my lyre chords down.
Everybody, give me a Constitution saving throw. So that's just Beltherin and Enid.
I'll be like, it is a song of the people.
I got a 7.
Oh god. Enid, you are fine. Beltherin, you are now scared. Sorry. You now are fearful. Enid, having experienced it once before, it's not as scary the second time.
Period.
Yeah.
Let me roll a performance.
Yeah, you can roll a performance. Go ahead. Tell us how it sounds. Tell us how you do.
I roll performance. I got a 19. It is the most luscious screech performing thing ever, and it has like a tone to it. Like there's different settings of the screech as if it's its own little musical high-pitched metalcore horrific screech in the middle of a song that shouldn't have been there, but was placed in there almost if it was supposed to be. And to me, it sounds like the shit. To everybody else who can't hear tone, it sounds like I just broke my fucking instrument.
Oh no. That sounds sad actually. As you are playing this tune, which one could describe as an instrument breaking, or could describe as something haunting as hearing the dead scream. And that's what you hear coming from outside of one of the sorority windows. It sounds like death itself shrieking before you hear the glass break and the door swing open before a black hawk with white feathers on its face that looks like a skull lands on your shoulder. And you rolled a death hawk as your bird. Congratulations.
I'm gonna be like, wow. I'm excited.
Death hawks, for people wanting to know, are birds that are they reside in the Underdark, which works great with our drow. They, similarly to vultures, are around anywhere there is a lot of death. But instead of using the dead bodies as food, they make their nests inside of them.
It's sick. It totally worked out for what I picked to summon it. It was perfect. What a
I thought so too. I was like, I love when things work out.
I love when things work out.
But the bird lands on your shoulder.
Oh my god.
If y'all want to know what y'all birds are, you can roll for them too.
Roll a what?
It's just a flat D20.
Three.
Got a 14.
A 14. You have a bird called a harpy eagle.
I'm Googling quick.
Can I name my bird?
I can actually send it to you. Which I feel like would be...
Oh, cute.
Aren't they? Yours, Moon, is an Ewin creature, so I have to, like, actually give you that stuff. Yours is special. Deathhawks weren't a thing, so I wanted to make one. I have like a few Underdark animals because I didn't feel like there was a lot of them, you know? Because there's not really. Like, there's like creatures that'll kill you, but not like creatures you can like, that just exist. Like, what does an Underdark rat look like? Does it got shrooms growing from it? Who knows? That'd be cool.
It's probably cute.
I got a 3.
Probably. What did you roll, Blue?
A 3.
You have an Argentavis. These birds can fly, but usually don't. There is not a photo of them. They are considered huge beasts. You can ride them.
The same RG from Ark? Big old fucking... I know what that is. Okay, it's the same thing. I know what that is.
Yeah. You picking up what I'm putting down.
Okay, alright.
Can I name my
I don't know
bird?
if you saw me nodding when you were saying that, but I knew what bird you were talking about, and yeah, basically one of those.
Okay, bet.
Can I name him?
Except for not as eagle-like. These look, I think, more like, because they're I think these are more like raptor birds, so they're more like they got teeth with their beaks. Think more of like if this bird was in the middle of our everyday bird now and prehistoric birds. Like dinos. So it's like a mix of like they're badass beasts, basically. But yeah, so those are what your birds are. Zom, did you roll one?
No, I think we mentioned it in the first session that mine was supposed to be a seagull because I hate seagulls.
Yeah, yeah, yours is a seagull. I remember.
Oh my
Yeah.
It's super annoying too. Really loud.
Super annoying.
Built
You guys can
nest in
figure out what your,
inconvenient places so it will attack you.
You can figure out what your bird names are. It is Azaria's turn. Yeah, no. What did you want to do with your bird? You
Well,
called your bird. What do you want to do with your bird?
I'm giving them a name.
Yeah, what do you want to name them?
I'm gonna name him Grim. Do I know if it's a boy or a girl?
That completely depends on you. How close of a relationship would you want to have with your bird?
Considering it comes from the Underdark, I think I'd like to have a pretty close relationship with my bird.
Okay, Grim is a girl.
Okay.
Deathhawks, much like a lot of predator birds, they mate for life, and she does have a mate.
Cute! I put in my notes, she's married.
With a bird who's 2 years younger than her.
Hey, we don't judge.
She waited a while before she found her right mate.
That's always nice. I'm gonna message that Daniel guy. Tell him to come to the sorority house on the 3rd floor. Oh my god.
I saw your face blue. Yeah, so go. Let's role play it out. Let's go. Let's do it. Sorry, I got giddy.
Alright. Do I tell my bird or do I write something down and be like, hey, go?
You would write something down and give it to the bird.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna pull out a piece of paper and like use Bunny's pretty blood that's still on there and stuff with a little dagger and just like write the gold blood. Come to sorority house, 3rd floor. And then with like my purple lipstick that I have on, I'm just gonna give it a kissy print at the bottom. And then be like, here you go. It'll really convince them
Daniel
to come.
is?
Nope.
No, this Daniel. You're just over here like.
Yeah, I'm like, it'll really convince them to come. Men are sluts. Here. Bring it to this man.
They are. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Okay. So, it takes a little bit, but your bird comes back with another bird. You see as, a gray-horned owl comes in with your bird, towering over your hawk, as it lands with a message that just says, okay. And you can smell the sulfur before you can feel the heat of the hells as you watch before you a pentagram get splayed out before EMS in his pajamas rises out of the ground in
Oh
front of you.
my god. Hi, Pookiekins. I'd be like, oh my
You
God.
see him, he has like a bowl of like ice cream. He has like some cold patches under his eyes. He's not wearing a top, he's only wearing pajama bottoms, but it looks like it looks like it has a top that goes with it, so somebody else might have that top, who knows. But he's like mid-bite of ice cream before he looks at you and he goes, "Didn't I just see you and your friends earlier?"
I didn't know I was summoning you. Oh my god, what a coincidence. Yes, we saw each other earlier. I love the fit. And I'm like staring at him shirtless.
He's just eating his ice cream. Like, he could not care less. He's just eating his ice cream. He looks around a little bit before looking, and Belfrin, you can see, like, a quick terror look in his eyes as he's taking in the scene before he looks at Azaria and he goes, "Right, so, what made you think a guidance counselor was good for this situation?"
I didn't know who I was messaging. I just needed extra hands.
Wonderful. Right? And he just puts his ice cream down on that little half table in the hallway and turns and he looks at Enid and everybody and he just claps his hands together and rubs them and he's like, "Alright, so let's save a life." And you can hear Omi, like almost under her breath, go, "Oh God."
I'm not there.
Yeah, they went to the room.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to mention you, Belfrim. In my mind, you were still next to Enid.
I'm gonna be like, alright! Clap my hands together. Fucking shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Let's all be friends, right? No? Oh god, up in here. We're not religious creatures anyways. Alright, we need some elements. Stick your finger in that hole, dig out that vase for me, won't you, pretty boy?
He just looks at you, just like, kind of like, "What the fuck did you just ask me?" kind of face, and he goes, "Right, so I've had lots of people tell me to put my fingers places, but never in a vase."
Well, we can get into that later if you're interested, but
It's moving. I'm not sticking my finger in there.
I need help figuring out how to get it out. Some nitwit put a vase in that hole. And I need that hole for spitting water into. 50-50 chance you lose a finger, you don't. I need the vase out.
Unfortunately for you both, since he's added in last, he gets put it in last, so you gotta wait until it's his turn to figure out that vase.
That's fine. I think I used up all my actions because I spit water and then I summoned somebody.
Yeah. It is Lilky's turn, which would also count as Belfrin's turn, as you're both in the same room. And Lilky isn't technically engaged in the combat. You can hear Lilky whispering to somebody that it'll be okay, and that you guys will be gone shortly.
Go be nosy.
Boyfriend is like, damn, you was just balling in a mess, and now you in here gossiping. I want to know.
Are you saying that to her?
No, this is what she's thinking, and she, upon hearing that, when she enters the room, I want to do a stealth check. I'm gonna fuck it up.
I hope you don't fuck it up. Oh, you good?
That's a survival. I lied.
Oh, you not good. What's your stealth?
12.
As long as you don't get too close, you should be fine.
She's still at her vanity, right? I'm imagining.
No, she's on her bed now. Her back
Okay.
is towards the door, so her back is facing you.
Is there
You
Is
can
there-
see from the vanity, though, from the mirror in the vanity, that she's talking to his sending stone.
is the
And
vanity
it's
behind
lighting
her?
up, so somebody is talking back.
Oh, the stone.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a chair or something behind her? Because I just want to sneak in and then just sit down and listen.
There's a
Listen in
chair
until
at the
she's done.
vanity. There's a chair at like the vanity desk, but other than that, no.
Okay, bet. I'm gonna walk over to the vanity, but I don't want to pull the chair because I don't want to make noise. So I'm just gonna lean back on the vanity.
You can hear what sounds to be a male's voice coming from the sending stone, telling Lilky to calm down, and it will be okay. And now that you're in a better view, you can see Lilky's face, and she's still in hysterics. And then she's just like, yeah, you know, I could fucking calm down, but you never said that my friends would die for you, alright? So, you know, fuck me for caring about my own brother or whatnot, but you're literally killing my friends, so can you just fucking fix it? So that is what you are hearing. Is like the guy is like he's like the sounding stone, you're a little too far to hear his voice distinctly, but you can hear his words as he's just telling her that it's all right, it's fine, the door will fix it soon, she doesn't need to worry, people are temporary anyway.
Upon hearing that, Balfarin is going to use Mage Hand to snatch the fucking sandstone.
Okay, guess. Oh no!
And I want to bring the stone closer to me.
You do so. You can hear the person's voice more clearly. It sounds like an older male, probably around you guys' age, and he's just like, "Why are you fucking yelling? What's wrong?"
What's wrong is that you possibly put your sister and her friends in danger for whatever is behind your precious gold door. So to get out of your hair and ours, what is the word to open the door?
It's not a word to open the door.
So how do we stop the door from eating our friends?
You unlock it.
She's gonna think when he says that. Unlock it with dirt and fire?
Well, those are two keys. What do you use to unlock a door? Keys. And can you give my sister the sending stone back? I have to talk to her.
Are you going to help her with helping her friends?
Not really, I don't know you.
I'm gonna look at Loki when he says that. Do you care about your friends?
Loki's just like, yeah, but you won't fucking listen and I can't do anything with the door.
Trying to stay in character because Balfrin's upset right now. Okay. Did you hear that, mysterious stone person? She's incapable of helping, and I feel like I'm probably in a better position to help you than your crying mess of a sister right now.
Help me. You're the one who need help. I'm just talking to her.
So why was she saying that we need to be gone before you get here?
I'm already here.
And you know your door's being messed with, but you're not fixing it?
Why do I care what's in a silly old attic?
Did you put the lock?
I put locks on a lot of things. I can't tell you which doors have locks on them. I don't even know which door you're talking about.
But you knew it was an attic door. But you don't know what door I'm talking about.
The sending stone loses its light.
I'm gonna look at Lil
As you're holding it in your hand, you feel it begin to get hot before it cracks.
I'm just gonna toss sending the cracked stone back to Loki. Some brother you have.
I know, isn't he the fucking worst? If we weren't related, I wouldn't even let him live here.
He's here right now?
Yeah, he's in the fucking attic!
Behind the locked door? Oh man.
So dumb that he's not helping. Like, he's literally right upstairs. He never cares about me.
God.
Brother. Oh my.
Trying to stay in character, bro. Is she still crying? Oh my god! Making me uncomfortable.
She's in full hysterics. She's
Making me fucking uncomfortable.
a
Alright.
blubbering mess.
Whenever
She doesn't know what to do.
Whenever you have a
She's over
fallout-
here like I'm just a pretty girl bard. I can't help you.
Oh no. Okay. Okay, so when Balfarin hears that fucking Jigaboo is here upstairs, she's gonna be upset. After she tosses the stone and she hears that, she's gonna walk up to Lil, still with her absorbing element still in hand. I'm gonna give her a nice backhand.
Loki?
I'm gonna give her a nice backhand. And I'm gonna say, pull yourself together.
I need
You're
you
too
to
hot.
immediately roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. A dex. I got a 12.
Okay, finish what you're saying.
Okay, so I'm gonna backhand. Balvin's gonna backhand her. She's gonna be like, "Get yourself together. You're too hot to be looking like this." As she's gonna say, she points to the vanity mirror. I don't know if you've seen yourself within the last 5 seconds. You have someone who could fix your problems upstairs in the same vicinity. So why don't you use your skills to have him help you alleviate the situation?
Loki is holding the side of her face and like appalled that she was just hit just now. She's like, and then she just kind of gets annoyed and she's like, what the fuck did you think I was fucking doing? Just calling my brother for shits and fucking giggles? I was trying to get him to open the stupid fucking door! Why'd you hit me? That was so rude. You're so not invited to our next party. As you're pointing at the vanity, though, your wrist is grabbed, and when you look, you see a shadowed figure taking up the reflection of the vanity, and a red arm coming through, almost like it was a portal, and it's grabbing you, and it jerks you. And instead of going through as if you too were going through the portal, you smash against the glass, breaking it, taking 6 damage.
God damn.
Oh, Loki's brother's like, it's not helping me, but I'm kind of him. I don't even know what he looks like.
Wait, what?
Kind of attracted to Loki's
How
brother.
the fuck Loki's brother? You don't even know what he looks like!
I know, I said that. I like the
That's so fucking funny. That's funny.
It's
You
the
love a masked man.
it's the I can change him attitude.
I hope she felt that backhand, because it was laced with fire that I got scorched with.
She is a tiefling.
Well, I hope it still felt
So
something.
she
like, damn.
she definitely felt the heat, but it wouldn't have like done damage. Though she is like, she did move over to you to check to see if you had like glass on you or anything. You slapped her and she's just like, let me get this glass out of your hair.
Loki doesn't deserve to be slapped. Respectfully, she's too good for this world. She's trying her hardest.
Loki is. She's just unfortunately a girl who was born in too high of a class, but she wants to be friends with like everybody else, and it just doesn't mingle well with her family. They're like, we're rich, and then she's like, so? And they're like, your friends are poor, and she's like, then I'll give them money.
Period.
And they're like, they live in a shitty apartment. She's like, I'll buy them a better one.
It's a real family.
Stop being mean to my friends. Yeah, it is now Enid's turn. Enid. Yo.
I'm here.
You. What would you like to do?
Honestly, being stuck in a door doesn't really give me much options, and it's kind of, it makes it a lot more. I have to think about what I want to do without, like, one, killing myself like I almost did last time. Two, killing anybody else.
I have the hiccups.
Self again. Well, I'm not gonna try to carve out my arm again. That was stupid. I'm not doing that.
It's good to learn these things, you know? Like, some things we can do, but should we?
They need to get that vase out of the door, don't they?
Yeah,
And I can hear them, right? Like their
you
conversations.
can. And as the whole spin, they do come down towards where you are.
I want to grab that vase because you know what? If anyone's gonna lose a finger, I'm already here, guys. I'm already here. Might as well help them, you know?
Give me a dexterity, a dex check. Preferably sleight of hand, not full on dex. Give me a sleight of hand.
I got a 17.
That does it. You manage to get the vase out. Unfortunately, you do spill the water.
All of it? Or just like
All of the water.
you know what, the
But
intention
the vase is out of the hole.
the intention was there.
The hole is now clear.
The intention was there.
Also, watching Zom's reactions to like everything that's going on is absolutely hilarious. It's like we have a live audience. You guys do something crazy, and I just look at Zom. Is there anything else that you would like to do besides the pulling up the vase, or is that your turn?
I want to throw. Can I throw the vase? Can I do one more action, like a bonus action?
Yeah, you can throw the vase. Where are you throwing the vase? Why are you throwing the vase?
I'm throwing it towards like Zarya and Omi and I can't remember the counselor's name. EMS. Being like, did it! Help me! Not at them, but towards them. Maybe hit one of them. My aim's not good. Maybe not even like make it all the way. I don't know. Just fucking throwing
Let
that
me
shit.
just roll. Let me do a quick roll. See if it hits anybody.
It's not really aiming, but like if it does. Fuck.
Does the vase have water in it still?
No, it doesn't.
No, all the water poured out. I got a nat 1. You hit Omi.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. You throw the vase and it hits her thigh and shatters. Luckily for you, Omi is an artificer paladin. Did not feel that.
I look at her and be like, damn, that was kind of hot.
She looks down at you and goes, "Oh, did you want something?"
You just step on me, but that's out of character. Jesus. Okay. You know what? He's like, I got the vase out for you guys.
Right.
But monotone.
Daniel, vase! And she gestures, and EMS turns. And when he turns, Azaria, you both are now able to see that the vase is gone, but the water is now on the floor.
Was the vase going to spill out no matter what?
Yes.
Okay. Just wondering.
You could have gotten a nat 20 and the vase would have spilled.
Okay, I was going to say, because I was like, I rolled really high for you being like a 1.
Oh, that is also a good point to bring up, especially since you are newer to D&D. Unlike Baldur's Gate, because a lot of new D&D players start off with that game before joining, unlike Baldur's Gate, nat 20 doesn't automatically mean it's a success. It's just usually a success. So if something is going to fail, and it was always going to fail, there is nothing you can roll to fix that fail. So, similar with the water, there is nothing you could have rolled to save the water. It's just a good mind to keep, because sometimes you play with like rule hogs at tables and stuff like that, and they're very meh about like that specific rule. They're like, it doesn't automatically mean a crit success. And it's like, okay, but I would like it to in this moment, so shut up. Anyway.
No, fucking real. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
To hit you. Like, honestly, if it was either the other guys, it's whatever, but Omi, you could step on me and I'd be so happy. I'd thank you.
Are you saying that in character?
Yeah.
It's
I
the
am.
lack of the blood, okay?
It
It's the blood loss.
Yeah.
She slowly turns her head, looking from EMS down to you, and it almost looks like she's inspecting you. Like you are maybe one of her science experiments, as she is the artificer professor. And she scrunches her eyebrows together and she goes, "No, I don't think you could handle me."
God.
And then she just like starts making up another ice potion to use on the door, and that's what she does for her turn. It is now technically Belfarin's turn. So
Suck that bitch's toes.
I'm dying. Okay, I've.
you wanted student, and now you're going for his woman. You flipped so hard.
Them both. I'm
Polygamy.
polyamorous. I want them both at the same
But
time.
are they polyamorous?
I'll be their side piece individually.
You can both have an affair with me.
Reddit story I read. Can you both step on me individually or together? I won't judge.
Simultaneously, spit on me. Spit in both of my eyes. You get the left one, you get the right one. Go.
I like open both your eyes. That was funny.
I feel like you're gonna have that happen by the end of this campaign at some point.
I hope not.
I physically hate spit, but it does.
As an ex professional dom, I try to keep BDSM out of my campaigns as much as possible.
Yeah, don't spit on me, please. I actually physically hate spit.
Not the spitting. I meant like Enid might fucking make them have an affair. By the end of
Not
the
an
camp.
affair.
That's fine. That's fine.
Snag both of them.
I'm leaning towards a polyamorous relationship, okay, where everyone's equal and everything, but I still get two really tall, hot motherfuckers on my side. Like,
Student's only tall compared to you, but he's like not super tall. Like he's tall for a human, you know, but he is at the end of the day a human. Omi is tall as fuck because Omi is an Asimar.
dude, and I'd let her step on me.
And
I'd
they're
let her-
like huge because they're godchildren.
How do I seduce this woman?
Good luck. Student
Fine.
doesn't even know how he seduced that woman.
I'll work on it.
Belfrin, what would you like to do? You used up your actions, but you have not used up your full movement.
I'm gonna like try and collect myself after just eating shit on the mirror. And I guess how she'd react in this moment. She'd be a little shook. You said she's helping me get the glass off. I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, thank you. The slap earlier was me trying to bring you back because you seemed like you were close to the edge. Are you good now?
Yeah, I'm just a fucking crier.
She's gonna do that, just that.
me fucking too.
When she says cry, Bob is gonna look immediately disgusted. Just
She's like,
so about
taking
your
the glass
brother.
out of your hair. Yeah, just on my fucking dad's side or whatever. Getting the glass out of your hair.
The arm from the mirror.
Probably him. Sorry, he has a temper.
Put 2 and 2 together. So he can basically. Why can't he open the door? She's getting heated. Why can't he open the door again?
Because he doesn't. This sounds so shitty, and I'm sorry. He doesn't like poor people. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Does he
He
like
doesn't
food?
want to help. He's my friend because I've been paying for my friend lately, and my dad saw, and I got in trouble, and then he was messing with the door, and my brother was like, "Who is that?" And I was like, "My friend." And my brother was like, "You mean the guy that you've been spending all day with?" And I'm like, "Duh, you fucking dumbass. Who else would I be spending the whole day with?" And then my brother was like, "Oh, well, I'm not helping him." And I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "Because Dad said that you've been spending all this money on him. Why can't he spend it on himself?" And I'm just like, "Stop! Not all of my friends are charity cases." That hurt my throat. Yeah, but basically
Sounds
that.
to me like you took upon a responsibility, a charity case, excuse me. So, what are you going to do about helping your charity case? Because if this continues, you're not going to have a case anymore.
He's not my charity case. He's my friend, and his name is Enid.
Your friend. Do you help friends
Yeah.
when they're dying?
I'm trying, but I used all my spell slots trying to impress this guy earlier. And I was trying to get my brother to open the door.
Does your brother like good food?
I don't really think he eats. Devils don't really have to. He likes drugs.
That's canon, by the way. What I just did, that's canon. All right, so, oh shit, I didn't. Let me look at my notes real quick.
He's trying to deal to the devil to save Enid.
I got
Wild way to
drugs.
end today's session.
I got drugs. I mixed a bunch of things off that counter into a fucking tub.
Kidding. We're ending today's session
I
with Sir
still
Bob.
have some goblin piss on me. You know what I'm saying? So she says drugs. Drugs say. Alright, Balfour wants to go try to do drugs with her brother. I'm trying to strike a deal to get Enid out this damn door.
You do have your movement, so you can make it out to the back to the door.
Okay. I want to ask Lilky, is there another way for your brother to come to your room without having to go through the door?
Yeah, he can literally just walk in. He phases through the building. Only this building though, he can't leave the sorority house. He'll like die. There's like a protection thing over, but the sorority house is different because we all have little, well, that in all of our rooms, and she points at the summoning pentagram.
Baffer's gonna be like, oh, she's gonna have to look like, makes sense now. Dots are clicking. Could you summon your brother here?
I mean, I can ask him to come over.
My goblin. My little Peggy and goblin. Maybe I can't help him want to help Enid, but maybe we can.
Oh my god, where'd you get goblin piss? Because we did not have it at the party tonight.
I have my ways.
Do you sell? Wait, hold on. My brother can wait. Do you sell? Because we need somebody to, like, you know, supply our parties.
Damn. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Hold that thought. Brother first. Enid. You're saving your friend. God, you're as bad as your dad. Okay. And she walks over. To the wall where the staircase is behind, and she knocks on it. And she goes, "Hey, shit for brains, get down here. We got goblin piss."
Okay.
Azari, you do hear this. Everybody in the hallway, including Enid, hears Lilky suddenly yelling at somebody and something about goblin piss. And you can hear the door stop, like the whirring stop, and the circles stop. Though it does not open, the door, though, it stops.
Can she say something?
Yeah, absolutely.
Start spitting in that hole!
You're now out of initiative for now. You're out of initiative.
Everybody hack a loogie into this vial. We're gonna start spitting in this hole.
EMS immediately goes home.
The counselor?
He's not a fighter! He does not want to be here!
We're not fighting anymore! Spit in the hole! Get back here!
There's also another devil there. He's a devil. He's not gonna go impeach on another devil's territory. That's an immediate fight. He is not a fighter. He's like, deuces.
Not the freeze.
Good luck on that.
Oh my god.
Teehee or whatever. Yeah. So, you guys are now able to move. Enid, you're no longer being swallowed, and the piercing feeling of the door, pushing and, supplying things through your blood vessels in your hands, it stops, so the searing pain stops. You're still connected to the door. That has not been solved yet. But the door trying to absorb you has stopped.
Oh my god. My body. Oh my god. Oh. Thank god.
But you guys are out of initiative.
I'm waiting for him to show himself, and I'm just gonna be at the vanity. Start cutting up the goblin piss with the glass shards, waiting for him. I got the lines all waiting.
That's so fucking funny.
Not me cutting it with the same glass you tried to cut me with.
Oh my god. Can I roll perception? I'm like, where's the bathroom? I need water.
Dude, but that reminds me of our childhood. Why did that remind me?
Yeah, bringing cups of water from the toilet. Drink this.
I was a mean.
I got a 9. Where's the toilet?
I feel like half of top of my suit would be charred for me trying to be like from the fire that you scorched me with.
Probably.
Okay, point the blame game. You could have
Fired my fire suit.
You could have said something and been like, maybe that's not a good idea, but you were like, here's something to fucking light it with.
Period.
Listen, you asked me if I had lighter, and I did, and you just started spitting.
I told you what I was gonna do. She was vocal. She's a vocal girl.
I was here for it. Just didn't think I would get roasted.
She's just about that life.
Anywho, you guys can feel rattling in the walls and in the floors before a large, imposing figure steps out of the wall where the stairs are in Lilke's room with Belfarin and Lilke. And he is having to hunch himself over, being so large his spine is touching the ceiling. And he holds out a very large hand towards you, Belfarin, and he goes, "Give me."
Trees.
Are we sharing?
His photo art is in the game chat. He is a large black-skinned devil with no hair, long pointy ears, and he has red intricate tattooing on his skin. And he has large horns that end up moving all the way up to form a complete circle. His name is Ghoul.
I'm not a mountain climber, but I would climb.
am just going to immediately...
We're all monster fuckers in this house.
I'm gonna... He's holding his hand out?
Yeah, for the drugs.
Well, he came in. I'm in the middle of, putting it all nice and neat. So I'm gonna look at him, and then I guess walk over to him, and I'm gonna take his pinky. I'm gonna try and lead him to the vanity. I'm pointing, leading him, trying to point like it's right there. We're doing this together. At least one line for me. Shit. Damn. I'm saying this is canon. I'm leading him by the pinky over there.
Wait, where are you leading him to? To the
Is he
vanity
just-
or Enid?
He's by the wall that he just phased through, right?
Yeah.
Hunched over. So I'm already at the vanity when he comes in. So if he's doing that, I'm gonna walk over to him and I'm gonna point to the vanity. I have it all nice and laid out for you, and I'm gonna grab him by his pinky and lead him over there. I guess he's gonna be all trying to get to the room. But that's what I'm doing. Trying to lead him to the vanity so we can take these lines together.
He's moving with you. It seems like he shouldn't be moving as easily as he is with being as big as he is, but he seems perfectly fine. It doesn't seem like being in small, tight spaces bother him. I realize what that said. Sorry, I'm a fucking pervert. But he moves with you, and he leans down more. He takes the drug. You watch as his eyes begin to glow green from the goblin piss before he waves his hand, and Azaria, you watch as the holes begin to fill with the one with the dirt gets filled completely with dirt, and the water is sloshing in the water hole, and you watch as the door swings open and it releases Enid completely from its grasp. Though Enid, completely fine, aside from your veins now glowing a golden hue. So now you're a red tiefling with gold veins. Cool.
I look like a bad bitch and a half. Yay.
Mm-hmm. But you are, aside from the damage that you've taken, you are fine. And you guys can hear the talking coming from Lilky's room, and the door now open leading up to the dark staircase, and whatever's up there. Well, nothing's up there right now. It's in the Lilky's room doing drugs. What would you guys like to do before we shift over in our last few moments to Sir Bob?
I want him to take a line off my arm.
Alright, bet! He does!
I'm like, uppies, after we just did that line, and I'm like, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be like,
He is...
and I'm be like,
sits down and he lifts you up so you're sitting on his shoulder, and you're just sitting like just
literally on his shoulder.
On his shoulder like a fucking parrot. You're sitting on his shoulder and he takes a line off of your arm. He has like a hand up keeping you balanced. He's not big enough for you to just sit there on like balanced. So he's holding you up there, but you wanted uppies, that's where he put you. He's not gonna hold you.
Alright.
But you are supplying him drugs, so he is gonna be nice to you.
Period.
And I'm be like, after he
Still
takes it, I'm be like, I'm gonna introduce myself, but she's gonna start by saying, I'm Ball, and then she's gonna be like, I'm Ballista. And you are?
Ballista knife.
He clocks your deception, but he doesn't say anything about it, and he rolls with it, going, I'm Ghoul.
Well, Ghoul, you want to make out? No.
Oh my god. Just crippling on the floor in the hallway. You want to make out?
I hear a hot voice in there. You wanna swap spit?
Yeah.
Hung against your
Oh my
like,
god.
Oh.
She's gonna like brofist his horn. Nice to meet you, Ghoul. How am I supposed to contact you if I need another sniff buddy?
Knock on a wall. And then he just gestures to the sorority house.
She's like, knock on a wall, huh? She's gonna be like, on his horn, just like that. That's me, okay?
It sounds hollow.
Take a bite out of his horn.
What the fuck?
This is how you got your arm
No.
stuck in a door.
No, I'm already like violating this man's horn. Already bro-fisted, did a little doop-de-doop. I've done enough.
Same phase. Like, it doesn't seem like it's bothering him, or maybe he just doesn't feel it. You don't know.
We are doing drugs.
You are doing drugs.
Ugh.
Do either of you want to go into the room, or should we just switch over to...
Yeah, I'm like, I
So
just
Bob.
snatched a bunch of these
Upstairs?
drugs from downstairs, and I'm like, been waiting to do them all session, thinking that this was just gonna. She was like, I got this party for when I fucking discover all this conspiracy shit upstairs, and was like, wow. She's like, you're good, shiny, bye, and is like, I'm gonna go see what that rumbling was. She's like, heal yourself. She's gonna walk in, she's gonna be like, guys, piss without me, shuffling through my bag.
You know the makes me think of that fucking TikTok sound where that woman was like, "You taking a piss all by yourself, handsome?" It fucks me up every time. It's so funny. It just makes me think that like this woman materializes out of the wall and she's like, "Let me hold it."
Let me hold it.
Fucking terrifying. Why?
Oh man. You piss really fucking loud. You fried chicken in there.
You fried chicken.
That was so good too.
Oh my god. I'm shuffling through my bag and stuff. I'm mixing all the things that I put in this container together. Besides the weed. It's in a different container, Tupperware that I found.
Goblin weed is strong, by the way. Goblin weed will set you on your ass if you haven't done it before.
She's
Is
like,
Omi still there?
Because there's like human weed, which is in the D&D world, which is like what we do. Off camera, Twitch. Off camera. We do it off camera.
off camera.
Off camera. We vape on camera.
Oh.
And
Oh my goodness.
but like so like the human weed is like similar to our weed. Goblin weed, think of like the human weed, but like the Snoop Dogg level.
Shit. She's like shuffling her
And
Tupperware.
as great as he would be in a wonderful blunt rotation, I can't keep up with Snoop Dogg. I'm gonna be good after one. I'm like, no more, Mr. Dog. Mr. Snoop, I am.
I think 2020 me could have kept up with Snoop Dogg. I'm gonna be real.
No, you're right. Young me would have been on it. I'm getting old.
Question is Omi still there? Or did she leave?
Yeah. No, Omi's still there. Omi's picking up the glass. Making sure like nobody gets hurt from it. She's picking up the glass in the hallway.
Okay. Yo, done doing drugs? You keep explaining your drugs.
Yeah, they're just fucking rocking it. Ghoul welcomes, he sees you have drugs, and he's like, fucking bring it.
Fucking bring it.
So you're now doing drugs with this giant devil man.
She's like,
Crybaby.
like, I'm Azaria, fucking royalty of the Underdark. Let's fucking party hardy in this bitch.
Ghoul.
Didn't ask. We're gonna get it going. And she's like laying it on.
Period.
What do you want to do with Omi in the hallway? Because I'm trying to rush you guys so we can get Zom.
Okay, I'll go quick. So, I just want to, like, emphasize the monotoneness and the social awkwardness again, because they're no
She's
longer...
monotone and socially awkward too, so you guys are two peas in a pod.
Yeah. So, he's kind of, like, on the ground still. He was still slumped over, because he just, like, got released. He, like, goes to his knees, kind of like, we all know the position that he's in. He looks at her and he's like, he's like, in the most monotone voice, I handled that door. I'm pretty sure I could handle you. That door was rough. Let's be honest. That door was fucking rough.
I want to retire as a DM. I'm putting in my 2 weeks.
Dude, you gotta go for another 4 or 5 years.
You can't. I refuse.
4 or 5 years? I've been going for 12!
Yeah.
You can't. They're too good. You can't leave us.
Goodness. Alright, she looks over at you. She doesn't reply. She just chuckles, and she ruffles your hair, almost as if she thinks that you're kind of a kid. And she leaves the hallway with the glass in her hand.
I just busted. No, I'm kidding.
You say you busted your nut out there? You coming from just a head tot?
Dude, can you blame me?
Yeah, I'm blaming.
That chuckle was everything for me.
Honestly, that's what got you with Student too. He also chuckled at you, and you're like, "That's him." That's
That's
who I want.
him.
That
That's
confident
him.
chuckle is all it takes, and I'm like, yes, sir, yes, ma'am.
Goodness, love. At least you know how easy you are, and I think that's important.
No, yes.
Um,
Can't even
slipping over to Sir Bob, who entered that dark cathedral hall, and it was cold and it was empty and you felt weightless. It didn't take you long to realize you were actually weightless. Not only were you weightless, you were suspended in the air. Not just suspended, you were falling slowly through the air. And as you look up, you can see the stars above you, and you don't know how you ended up in this situation after getting into the cathedral. Maybe you blacked out, maybe you didn't. But what you remember is walking into that dark room, and suddenly you are free falling slowly. Down below you, you see what looks to be a destroyed sports field. Because I don't care enough about sports to name a specific one for this field. Sports field. If you wanted to be football, it's football. You wanted to be soccer, it's soccer. Whatever you want, sports.
Fuck it, it's a soccer field.
Period. Sports. I should be like do ads for sports. Sports. Generically. But as you are slowly free falling and you're getting closer to this area, you can see suspended is equipment that was once on this field. You can see benches that are just floating, and they're not falling. They're just stagnant as you pass. And you can see what looks to be a mascot's head. And as you're getting closer, you can hear at the bottom what sounds like a soft voice asking if there's anybody up there.
Am I falling in a way if I hit the ground? I'm like gonna be like.
No, you're slowly. As what basically is going on is you're feather falling, but you don't know that's what's happening right now. So you're slowly falling, like you're perfectly safe while you're falling, but you don't know that you have feather fall because that's not a spell that you have.
Yeah. Was there like the masked head? Is it like floating around or like falling around, or is it just
No,
like?
it's just floating similar with the bleaches. It's just suspended. It's not falling, it's not doing anything else. It's just floating suspended in time and space in that spot.
Is it close?
And you pass it. You won't be able to grab it, but you can fully see it.
Okay.
And it looks to be like an owl bear face.
Oh, okay. Shit. I don't know if I want to respond. I would be like, no.
You hear silence for a moment before you hear somebody call, "Hey, I heard you say no. Do you have anything to eat?"
Do I have anything to eat? I want to know. Do I? Oh shit. I don't think I do. I got a hand.
You can throw it down if you want. That's totally up to you.
Might need it.
Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do, Sam. Do what you gotta do in this moment. Do what feels right in here.
I'm gonna throw the hand out. Like I'm gonna like full force throw it.
you force throw it, and you watch as it starts falling quickly before suddenly stopping and then falling slowly.
Oh,
Did you
oh,
throw it?
yeah, I think it's done.
Thanks for trying.
Hi, you're welcome. I'm not here.
Do you go to school here?
Yeah, I think
What
so.
what classes?
Shit, well, that's my classes. Did I write that down somewhere?
Do you guys know who this is, by the way?
Is it the mascot
I
guy?
I forgot what it was, what it was called because I can't find my note.
Do you want me do you want him to remember? Because
No,
I can
not
tell
in this
you.
moment.
Oh,
I don't
then
think
it doesn't matter then. It don't matter then.
I don't know.
Do you even go to this school?
I think so. It's been a lot.
Are you a new student?
Kinda, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. This is my 3rd year.
How long have you been?
At the school?
No, here.
Oh, in the hole. All day?
How did you get here?
The field fell. I was out practicing. We were supposed to have a sports festival this weekend.
Are you drunk?
No?
Are you sure?
Yeah, my mom said that you shouldn't drink until after university, so I've been waiting.
Oh. Okay.
I do have my calculus book down here though, so it's keeping me company.
You talk to it?
No, but doing the math makes me feel a little less lonely.
Fucking nerd.
Did you say that, or was that Sarah?
That was me.
Oh
Um,
my baby, a nerd.
oh shit. Can I try and make myself without breaking the without tumbling to my death, make my fall a little bit faster.
Unfortunately, no. You are featherfalled, so it's on
Some
duration of the spell.
some is
So whoever casted it has to be the one to quicken your speed.
okay. I'm just gonna wait until I hit the ground, I guess.
So, would you say that you're pretty popular?
No, not really.
Oh, me either. Maybe we can hang out.
Maybe.
So, you like math?
No.
Oh, that's cool. What are you into?
Alt.
Okay, I'm fucking tearing up. What did you say, son?
Alt.
You said bolt?
Alt. I don't know if my
Oh,
microphone
cult.
is
Cult.
off.
Did you say goats?
No.
Goats are pretty cool, man. Good job for liking goats. Is this your hand?
No, I found it.
So where's the food?
I don't have any food.
So what did you throw down here for me to eat?
The hand.
That's kind of messed up, man.
Well, you should see where I got it. That was pretty fucking messed up.
Yeah, but who just feeds another dude's hand?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I thought you were starving or something. But you've only been here a day.
Like, I'll eat it, but I do have reservations against it.
Well, you probably shouldn't eat it. I think it's evidence.
I'm kind of already eating it, man.
That's okay. I know where I got it. I can get another hand, I think, or a leg, maybe.
Please don't feed me any more body parts.
I don't have any other body parts to feed you, man.
As you were getting closer to the bottom, you see what looks to be a young rock giant just sitting on the ground, and in his lap is a very small calculus book. Normal to you, but small in his lap.
Wouldn't it be kind of big for me? Because I am pretty small.
It's normal for you because you're used to certain
Oh,
books
yeah.
looking a certain size, so it's small to him. I'm
Okay.
giving you a mental scale that this guy's huge.
Oh, okay, okay.
So you see him like writing down in the book, and then he like looks up and like he's squeezing his eyes closed, and it looks like he's trying to yell as loud as he can, but it still sounds muffled as he goes, "Hey, are you thirsty? I got some water down here."
Yeah, a little bit.
I know it's piss.
No.
As you are lowering down, you can hear something make a very large sound, like almost as if something caused like an explosion or a rock slide. And you see him stand up, and right as he looks up at you and he reaches a hand out trying to help you down as you're getting closer to him, you watch as what looks to be a beam comes from a tunnel, and he is paralyzed, and his body, you watch, begins to turn white as he turns into stone. And you can hear a shriek coming from the tunnel. And we end the session there.
How you just gonna take the mascot away? The cute little cute big boy.
He dead!
Dad! Stop telling everyone I'm dead!
I was making a friend and he just dies. Well,
It's like sometimes I can still hear my husband. Stop telling everyone I'm dead!
Really? How that sounded?
That's what it reminded me of.
That is today's session, everybody. We will see you next week. Stay tuned. Love you. And for my players, thanks for playing. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.